Let's get into it here. Kazna Kru against Utopia. Kazna will be defending Utopia on the offense, and it looks like the IS-7s are making their march towards the city.
Oh wow, this is kind of a predictable game. Kazna should be prepared for something like this, and it looks like they are. They are just sending Haiba / Koritz to the forest to check out is there anything to see there, but everyone else from the Kazna is immediately going for that village side. Even Vet, so it doesn't look like he will stay on that 5 line. He will also join the remainder of the team.
See Haiba here, taking the bush, following Diablo here from Utopia. They are moving towards the city. Muka gets spotted out here. Batchas just have reload available on both teams. He takes 1 shot of damage, perhaps from Durs from the back. Yes, the object 140 will be Durs hitting the shot, and already Muka's gun getting damaged. That's annoying.
The old reliable sniper. I mean, in all teams he plays, he is the best sniper probably of them all, because it's pretty hard to get him to rush, you know? But look at the Stefan's position on A0. I think it will be a crucial one, because once Utopia pushes, he will have a slight cooldown there, and it's gonna be really hard for them to even spot him.
Papapavin here in the tier 9 bad shot, trying to make a shot, probably won't connect that one. Obviously the I7 very hard to bend. Betso does take a shot of damage now, gets spotted out. Forbidden in the squad, already takes a big cut, takes even more. 494 taken away from him. He has to back off now, as you can see Durs coming a little bit closer.
Haiba needs to take care now, because yes, he must spot the back of Utopia, so he does see if there is any rotation, but also he cannot approach too close, because if they catch him, actually Utopia can then do some flanking maneuvers, and that is not what Kazna wants. What Kazna wants is to keep them right here, because this is where they're taking their HP.
Forbidden needs to be careful in that Skoda. I mean, he did land a nice shot onto Vetso, but he took already 2 in return. That's not what you want from that tier 9 squad, and he has to play it safe. He has to play it careful.
It's not really worth it, and that's a tall tank. We've been saying about TVPs and Skodas. I mean, they're really nice when you clip out some nice close target, but when you're shooting on distance and you get spotted, it's really hard to miss them. But there is a certain counterattack coming here from Kazna. They are trying to proxy spot the top of the hill, so Stefan would have shots there, while they're keeping the guys down at check.
Ooh, there comes the first shots already. Nexus and Elian onto Diablo. Diablo only has a few houses protecting him, and he has to be careful. He's getting shot from the front. That's Durs in the Object 140. You highlighted his sniping. He needs to back off now, though, because he got shot in return as well. And Utopia, they have the heavier lineup. They can take this damage, Mojo.
Yeah, they can really afford it at the moment, but for how long? I mean, Kazna is not breaking the houses, if you are wondering, because they have too many clippers. If they waste shells breaking the houses, they will just face the counter push by Utopia, who will say, okay, what will you shoot with us? At us then. But Devil on 1 shot, I believe there.
Diablo indeed down to a 1 shot, but in return they already pick up Alien here. Nexus now will use his wreck as a shield, but they get caught out of position. This is what Utopia wants. Get close to the bad shots, get in there and shoot them down. And Utopia, if they play it out correctly, Mojo, they're in a really good situation right here.
Yeah, that I7, let's face it, it's expendable tank. Devil, if he dies, yeah, sure, 1 I7 more or less, but losing a Batchat for Kazna, that's not something they can face with. I mean, at least he's giving good cover for his teammates now.
Indeed, Haiba now takes a shot as well in the RE251. He's been spotted out. Muka will just go kill him. Doesn't have reload available just yet, though. Miloshi gets set on fire. He is on fire. He goes down. Eurofish picks him up. Muka will trade Haiba in return. Probably 1 second left on reload. He should get the RU251. Gets the first. Needs 2 more. Aiming. Nice. Second shot. Finish him off on the third. As he does, Haiba goes down. RU251 down. And it's only 4 tanks left standing here for Kazna Kru.
I think Kazna is here on brink of losing this first game in defense of Prohorovka, and this is a debut of Utopia and Proho, and good one. I mean, they haven't played it entire season.
Like you said, Mojo, Kazna knew what Utopia was going to do, but so did Utopia, because Forbidden had a hell of a lot of heat loaded for a possible IS-7.
Well, the lineup of Utopia says, yeah, we want to fight. There is no light there. There is no one who will really specially spot. They wanted to go full brawl without any particular tactic, because that's the easiest way to face a map that you are not secure on.
Durs taking a bounce there. Hunter's Sword now pushing forwards. His IS-7, well, it has a lot of HP, but it's getting clipped now from Stefan from the side. Have to be careful here, Utopia, not to give too much away to Kazna Kru, but this is good. They're surrounding, and Hunter's Sword weird settings here, playing with percentage, Mojo.
Yeah, they're just playing their game now. They know Stefan will be on reload or is on reload now. Maka can really play with it now. Zenithir is pretty much surrounded here and he will fall any second now. This will be pretty much the end because Kazna has only one guy surviving on the top of that hill, and that's not the best position to be in now.
What a performance from Utopia on their first LAN finals here. Still 6 tanks alive and only one Stefan to find. Stefan might pick up Hunter's Sword here. He doesn't connect the shot. He is spotted. Papaparian is coming in. Stefan is getting surrounded from all angles, starting to take damage as well. Down to 600. He can't do anything. Muka's coming in with 2 shots. It will be enough. Him and Papaparian will make short work of it. And it will be Utopia picking up the first round here. Great stuff from them.
Well, we can hear the crowd even here cheering, but Kazna has to attack now. I mean, this was not a really particularly good performance by them. It was really slow and sluggish a bit, and they allowed themselves to get caught in a battle with i7s who were playing the cooldown constantly, while they didn't even allow themselves to play rotation.
Both Nexus and Alien pushing up on that 0 line. For what reason?
I really don't understand. If they didn't really want to take over the hill, like aggressively push it and risk shells from i7s, clear the hill and then deal with what's remaining down, that was just playing a hand of Utopia. They just went as Utopia wished and desired the game.
That was good from Utopia, really well played there. And it seemed like they kind of knew that Kazna Kru, if this happened, was going to come towards that little city, because Forbidden had a lot of heat on that Skoda, because I saw him ping, ping, ping towards Vezzo all the time.
But more importantly, I think Utopia was just prepared for that, because with that kind of lineup, you just want to go into the enemy. So they wanted to brawl with Kazna, and this is something that goes for them, because if Kazna played rotations with more mediums and maybe caught them off from several sides, that could be another game, because i7s are not really the best for rotation.
No, not at all. Miloš got set on fire, so I don't think he'll be top damage.
He lied to you again.
He did lie to me, but I'll forgive him, it's okay. Haiba as well, just to touch on her very quickly. In that RU251, went towards the south, had no support whatsoever from his team, and kind of really gave up something they shouldn't, because once Haiba went down, the entire left side flank was open for the taking for Utopia, and they did take it afterwards.
Well, he's not a crucial damage dealer, but he still had no reason to fall like that. Like, as long as he was alive, he would spot that part of the map, he would do some additional damage when needed with those heat shells that would come in handy, and he would be some kind of threat and help to his team. Like this, he was just a victim, and then Utopia had a clear go to just wipe out the map.
Look at that, boys. Forbidden.
Ooh.
In the tier 9 Skoda 3.8. That is really, really good for a tier 9.
This is really good. We're used to watching Forbidden mainly playing the heavy tanks, but I guess rotations, because Shuku not being here, are into effect. So Forbidden, a top damage dealer in this map. Really good game for him, really.
Really good game for the Skoda. 3-shot autoloader, that's a lot of shots connected to get to that amount of damage.
Hey, it's a lot for random and go like for 7-on-7 pretty much.
Praying to RNG Jesus, but there, Nexus, 0.
Well, that's a rare sight to see. I mean, that guy is really a monster of a player, but here he got completely caught off and in a bad position, and he didn't even give enough cover to his teammates by dying.
Oh, Kazna, that was not the start they were looking for, but maybe they can recover on the second round, Mojo.
Well, they better do, because otherwise they will be chasing a 2-0. That is not a position that any team desires.
By the way, I don't know if you feel the same, tell me if you don't, but sometimes it feels like Kazna Kru, when they come into a round, they kind of want to counter what they expect from the enemy to what they're bringing, like Utopia just did. The thing is that Kazna has no information to work on from Utopia, from Prokhorovka, because they've never played it this season.
No, and I didn't like the way this game entirely was played. It did feel a bit awkward and stale. That's not something they are supposed to play. Whenever Kazna goes with slow tactics, they usually lose.
Well, they're bringing double tier T10 and a 1-1-3, and Utopia again, 3 heavies this time, not 4, but 3.
Well, this is also more aggressive lineup by Kazna, so this is a brawlish setup, really indeed. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm interested, will they crash somewhere in the middle, or they're just gonna play village boat again?
You don't think that double T10 could be used, for example, to push them down the 1-2 line?
I'm actually expecting something like that. I'm really hoping that they will just keep a 1-1-3 around the middle behind them and just push them, and budgets will do the rotations, because Utopia lineup, not the best one for the Forest.
Not the best one for the Forest, but still possible. They wanted to.
Yes, but they need to put a tier 9 budget then in bushes. They really need to sacrifice a lot if he gets spotted. Or blind shot even.
Indeed, Mojo, we're gonna have to find out as we are ready to jump into the second round here. Kazna Kru versus Utopia. Utopia up 1-0. They're gonna be defending. Kazna Kru going to be attacking, and for now, seems like both these teams driving towards the middle. A little bit.
A little bit this, a little bit that. But Vetso is spotting the middle here. Heavies are following closely. And there is actually Nexus and someone else who is that next to him. Alien are climbing to the hill. I mean, they're a bit separate, but it's not like Utopia lineup would allow them to just cross over the ridge and push on them, because they don't have enough strong tanks for that.
But look at this from Utopia. They are boosting, or well, speeding up the IS-7. They speed Milosh up a little bit so he can go very aggressive over there already. Eurofish, Durs and Haibar pushing over the rails here. Forbidden not getting caught out by that, though. He gets back, he gets safe. Kazna Kru now going for the city side. And Mojo, don't you feel that the Utopia lineup might be slightly better there because of the IS-7?
Yeah, but they need to cross the rails, and that's the problem. Miloš taking a big pounding by these tanks. We already said teams that are actually taking this side of the map need to do damage to enemy approaching them. Now, I really don't understand just why Kazna didn't already cover the angle where Forbidden is. Like, free shots should never be given and handed out like that.
Indeed, Miloš here just trying to play safe as he sees Durs almost as reload available. Nice shot there from Miloš, 499 onto Durs. And now look at this Utopia lineup. They're all going north in the 113s and the T10s. They're trying to peek onto it. They're taking a lot of damage here. Utopia have to be careful not to get into a crossfire from that middle road.
These guys are all spotted down, so they know they're facing 3 butchers down. That's a really hornet's nest here. I mean, the great focus fire will decide if they decide to push over who'll do it. But there you go. Kazna is actually making a pressure.
Kazna makes the pressure, removes Miloš. They're just peeking from the rail. Stefan is taking a lot in return, though. So is Haiba and Utopia. They're kind of all stuck here on the northern side. But Stefan, he goes down towards Papa Pavian. That's the bat shot removed in return for Miloš. And now they're going over towards the bat shots. Nexus, Alien. Alien is going to be the first, but Bihu and Forbidden need to get in the fight here as Diablo and Hunters, or they are taking a lot. Alien goes down in return. Diablo gets traded to Vetso, trying to do what he can, but Utopia, they're still in control here as the bat shots from Kazna Kru, they're running out of ammo, they're running out of steam, and it's a 4v5 here as the fight slows down a little bit, but now Bihu just gets to do shot after shot after shot.
I mean, Kazna will take a lot of damage at the moment now while they're reloading, and Maka can really make a really profit out of it, because there is a lot of low HP tanks here, and he is making the crucial plays here at the moment.
Muka picking up the first, picking up the second together with Papa Pavian. Durs is going to be the next one focused. These heavy tanks, they just can't deal with the autoloaders. Papa Pavian needs one more shot onto Durs. Can he make it? No, he passes it. Muka comes in for the ram, takes him down. Nexus and Vetsul left standing, forbidden off of reload. Yes, they take down Bihu, but Vetso will take a lot here for this trade, and it should be still in favor of Utopia as Vetso, he needs one more. He does pick up the tier 9 bad shot, but they're both one shot.
I mean, we are now facing a situation 2-on-2, but Muka has a lot of HP to play around. He is in defending team, and he is keeping them spotted at the moment. Nexus and Vetso both on one shot, really in a dire situation, especially since Papa Pavian can do the rotations now. They don't really know where he is, and they don't know certainly what we do, that he has a dead engine.
They don't know this indeed. Now Nexus and Vetso are going to have the game of their life. They want to make a difference here because they're both one shot. And they don't know where Utopia is going. And again, Kazna not trading well.
It was really bad in that moment. I don't understand how did Stefan died so easy.
Because A6 and Papa Pavian was in J2 at the time already. So he just got crossfired. He peeked over, got hit by the heavies, and then got wrecked by the tier 9.
I expected more from that trade for Kazna. I mean, yes, they took some damage when they were killing Miloš, but I even don't understand why did they risk anything after that. Vetso is trying to climb a hill here, but that will not gain them anything really specific. I mean, if they even put someone in a cap...
Why does Vetso have heat loaded?
He probably started loading before the heavies died.
Should
then,
reload.
Well, he can still reload now, but I think it's too big of a risk because he actually has no clue when will the fight start. And it would be a really bad game for him if he starts the reload and Utopia guys show up. But playing with heat in this village,
No,
sniping with heat over those obstacles here, that's not good.
He needs to reload. But Muka here has a good position like this push. Him and Papa Byron really can't get surprised, and if they go in the cap, Muka can take 2 shots.
I don't know why is Muka even aiming down, because he can't see what happens there. I mean, a truck could drive there and he wouldn't see it. He just doesn't have the view range. Well, the timer, the everlasting timer, is merciless and it's counting down in Utopia's favor. 4.5 minutes till the end of this game. Kazna has 2 guys on 1 shot, and Utopia is playing patience, which is exactly what they should do.
Indeed. Just waiting here for Kazna Kru to make the commitment. Betso spotting out that northern side, doesn't see anything. And time is merciless. Already down to 4 minutes here. They have to be careful, they don't have forever to play with. And Nexus here has to be really careful because he is getting awfully close towards Muka.
Their best hope would be to kill Papa Pavian first somehow, but of course Utopia is well aware of it. They are keeping him far behind Muka so he can do the sniping while Muka is doing whatever rotations, driving / spotting is needed.
If Nexus peeks, Muka will spot him.
Well, Vetso is reloading now. I guess those APCRs will come in handy now. And it looks like they are triggering.
There we go, Nexus gets spotted already. It's a lot of information for Utopia at this point.
They actually know where both the players are because one is capping and other is spotted. So they know, example, that A line is completely undefended.
Whoa, Papa Pavian with the snipe onto Nexus, takes him down. Just Vetso standing. What a beautiful shot coming out there from that tier 9 bad shot. Nexus didn't think he was still spotted enough. Vetso, the last one standing in Utopia, can you believe it, is going to be picking up the second round here.
Well, Vetso has no other choice but to push them. If he goes and tries to cap, eventually it will end like this.
Muka picks him up 2-0 for Utopia. You can see how happy those guys are.
Well, this is really, I would say, relief for them. I mean, they were well aware that they are weakened because they don't have their standard players. I bet they were playing really hard and practicing hard to get acquainted so they could do well. And starting with the lead against Kazna, that's a big thing because they are not the team that likes to chase the result.
Also, I want to remind you, remember what our next map is?
It's Bushwenka, of course.
Remember who is not good on that map?
Well, let's face it, Kazna is not the best team there,
Utopia
but they've been
was
improving.
great on it.
Yes, but lately Utopia was lacking on Murovanka. They had big issues, while Kazna was actually playing better. So we will see what will happen here. I mean, Kazna is really good at clearing the bushes, we know that, but also they're really good at failing making traps and falling in them.
I am worried for Kazna because Miloš is already joking around. It's like he's going to win 7-0 at this point.
Wow. Are you gonna put the dollars between that sentence and the end of the game?
He's just dreaming, you know. He sees a big pile of dollars in front of him, jumping inside of it.
Where there is a slight difference of 12.k guaranteed between this and the finals. So yeah, it's a big pile.
It is indeed.
Plus some grand final points, plus the rumbles.
Yeah,
oh wow.
Rumble.
Wow. Miloš is doing it like a jackpot sign.
Hey, it might take me out to dinner after all.
There you go. Well, Vetso does look worried indeed, but they need to focus up now and just move on to the next map, which is Murovanka. Utopia, of course, can go in the match now more casually because it's easier to defend that kind of point. And I mean, until the end, if they play 1-1, perfect.
Can they? Can they though? Realistically, if they want to get like a real solid advantage, they need to get like a 3-0 or 4-0. Because we saw what happened to Ding. They had 2 rounds lead.
Yeah, there is a lot of maps here that are not in Utopia favor, but some are. so it's not really something that Kazna can float on.
Miloš here, Stefan, he gets hit a few more times at this point as well, and then Papa Byron snipes him. And here, this is great, pushing the 1-1-3s into the face of the bad shots.
This was really great play by Utopia here. A decisive push was needed because they were separated now, and those guys from the village could not really support. But this is like Muka playing like Michael Jordan here, like he's going between them, taking all the necessary kills for the team.
And ramming Durst to that.
That's actually important because if Durst managed to finish off Papa Pavian, he would be left alone against two Bachas. Yes, they would be one shot, but still, two of them.
This shot was great.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Papa Pavian plays some other stuff good, not only Arti.
Well, I still want to see him play Arti at one point.
Oh, of course.
Durst, really good from him, but Papa
with tier 9 there. Tier 9s are the hit here on Prokhorovka today, it seems.
For Utopia, yeah. Not for Kazna. But Bihu there as well. Decent damage in the STB. I mean, all around Utopia, you know, the obvious Kazna is going to do more damage on a few tanks because of the heavy tanks from Utopia, which they had more of. But then Stefan and Ilian.
It's not what you expect really from the star players.
The second round already, Ilian really not in it.
This is second round, Miloš got wrecked also. You will have to have a serious talk with him.
It's okay, I'll take him to a room private. Wow, that was
too much.
That was mean, Mojo. That was really mean.
That's too much info for everyone.
I just want to talk to him.
Utopia getting ready for the next round. I would say they already have a plan. I mean, Murovanka is a map they played in tier 8 in previous format really well. It's still a map based on a bit of camping and counter-attacks, and they're really good at it.
Lineups, Mojo. Both these teams going for double heavy. Kazna choosing the 1-1-3, Utopia the i7, both an e5, and Kazna bringing a TVP as well.
Last time Utopia took an i7 in defense, they went on the red line, and it was Miloš, and he got obliterated. So I'm really hoping he will not try the same position because it simply doesn't work. He didn't have enough help from the rest of the team. Kazna, this is pretty standard lineup lately.
Well, Mojo, can Kazna Kru come back or is Utopia going to extend their lead? Let's find out on Murovanka. Utopia, the new boys at line here, 2-0 over Kazna Kru. They're going to be defending. Kazna's going to be attacking, Mojo. What do you expect from both of these teams?
Well, by the lineup of Kazna, I would even expect them maybe to go to the forest, so they would like do the submarine with that 1-1-3 and gradually approach it and then push the e5 toward the ridges on 2-3 line. But it seems like they have a bit of a different plan. They're dispersing a bit just to cut off some positions from Utopia, and it looks like that e5 will do that approach much earlier than I expected.
Well, indeed, Mojo. And Utopia, what do you think of them?
Well, Utopia is gathering down. That was part of, let's say, a half trap. If they would see someone fast advancing, they would try to shoot him from the road. But now they're going for more, let's say, safe positions and just leaving Papa Pavian down to spot.
Indeed, Mojo. They put the owl here in the e5 just to spot. And you can see there Utopia is holding the K line. What do you think is going to be Kazna's final plan here?
Interesting play is here that Stefan is here actually in hold down.
But Mojo, let's hear what Kazna Kru have to say.
Was that HE? That was HE to this?
Yeah, it sounded HE.
From where? I don't know. I HEing this building, so one heavy.
Yeah, so they have clear
Yeah,
specifically.
probably if
I'm shooting. Crash house for Malte, wait.
I'm shooting and not getting spotted. Don't think he's aggressive.
Check K-line.
Actually, hi, but behind it there's also that small tent house. Can you also shoot that if you have time?
Alba, is it okay? Can I go forward?
Go. No, it's not. It's not. I didn't
not
check
okay.
for it.
Also, can you someone try to spot the G5?
Okay, nice.
Okay, nice. It's okay. I'm going.
I got spotted again.
Do you get spotted, Fritz?
No.
So must be here another.
No, that was Pichu.
So I can spot any rotation now from here.
I might spot tanks here soon. I'm not even spotted yet.
Hyper peaked and
Nice.
nothing nice.
I'm not spotted. I'm not spotted, but he knows I'm here now.
I see.
I'm not even spotted. Now I'm spotted. Now I'm spotted. Position.
It's to go in front of me. I would start the cap with the E5 already.
Yes, they're super
Yeah.
defensive. They're
I
super
could-
defensive. We need to
yeah.
get them into more aggressive positions. Hyper, will you spot D5 if he goes to G1 at the very bottom?
Yes.
I'm spotting all this.
I can.
deep.
Okay, let's go spot.
Check the shithole. Check the shithole in front of you.
Will do. Wait. No, let me do another turn.
Hyper, when do you spot him? If he picks super aggressively?
Yeah, if he goes for decap, mate, that's when I spot him.
Okay, wait, I side script I7 once again.
Okay, I'm starting the cap now.
Nothing.
Malte, you're spotting this? You're spotting this?
Yes.
They might have.
I'm spotting up to here.
They might have 19 H9.
Shouldn't we get that budget closer here?
Yeah, let's see.
5 shot. He's not even in position to decap, he just wants to shoot me the 5.
Step
We should get
nice.
next close. We should get next
Oh, I
close.
can't spot it.
Nexi.
I7 halt on him.
Yes.
Damage. Where's I7 aiming it? Where's I7 aiming it?
Watch out. Hey, Kate, you don't get pushed, right? They might push now. They might push. No, they can't. I7 is out of position.
Where's I7 aiming it?
Wait, secure
Look for
Kate.
I7.
Go, Kate.
I7
Wait,
is gonna be a clue.
Okay, they're coming.
They're rotating, it's rotating.
Run.
It's rotating.
Run.
We did fucking super good damage. I'm gonna go for
Run.
forest.
Rotating with 3 now.
Hyper, who shot you? The 5?
Hide, doppel, run.
E5, yes.
Keep capping.
Go. You should
Guys,
go here with
can't
4
we
benches. Go here
just-
with 4
You rotate
benches.
fish, you
We're
rotate
fine here. We're fine here. Go with all benches to the other side.
Vets is in T8.
So you also want me to leave from it, yeah?
He's picking at the Mount Hyper super aggressively.
I will spot them. I will
mean,
spot
it's
them
not
if they come.
happening, so I want to stay on this.
They might
don't need to
turn
go
back
more
now.
I want
They
to stay
know
on this
this.
for a little bit because it's really good.
I will spot them if they come.
E5 aiming you, Hyper.
I'm aiming if it goes really aggressively, D5. We should all be stacked now.
Are you spotting them if they cross here to get like... into
One
the-
touch at the
I
stars,
can go
right?
more aggressive.
I don't
Yeah,
know
they
if you
lost
can't...
HP on the heavies.
If you can't spot it, I need to leave here.
What's the
No, it's fine. I can,
okay?
of course.
Just don't get caught in this stupid church. Okay, nice.
They went back.
They're
Okay,
grouping
I
here, they're grouping here. We need to tanks.
Yes, go close.
I can always spot that shit.
And play for damage, basically, mate. They will push, kill, hyper.
I have full control over this.
I spot every
Spotted.
Yeah, just
budget
do damage
who's
when they
crossing
come.
here.
Do we
Everyone
have
who
to
will move
fucking-
or leave will get
Would we
spotted.
spot the I7 if it's picking up here?
I will.
Because
I
time
will.
should be behind bushes.
Hyper, can you spot for E5? Is he peeking?
Yes.
Aldo, wait, don't get DK. They have to come now. Stefan, don't trade.
Nice.
I7 is up
He's
here,
going for
I
a
can't
house.
spot it.
E5.
Come on, reload his
I'm gonna be
I
more
have
aggressive
spots
also on 4 line.
I have 18 seconds reload.
I'm more aggressive here.
He has no rep kit.
I might need one bench behind me. I can't properly peek at the moment. I can't spot if they're coming Hyper. We would proxy them.
I would fucking
I would also
super
spot if they
aggressively and go kill with rest, right? I need to take up now.
E5 shot. The E5 can decap. Like,
E5 can decap.
Yes.
Kinda broken house.
Stefan is really playing well this.
nice.
He's
I
the
can
king.
always give him a shot if he
I
goes
can
that
double the
aggressively,
cap. I
Hyper.
can double the cap.
If he goes that aggressively, I can give him another shot. I7
Double
spotted.
cap
They're
and
coming. They're
cover
coming. They're
Hyper.
coming. Is Milos aiming it?
He decapped.
Muka. I'm doing reload, it's okay.
Bench might go one lane. Got it.
One button is missing. Only one is missing. Nice. Keep it up. 4 minutes, it's okay.
Milos is tracked.
Double shot. 2 seconds.
I7 shot.
Can you go with this butt here and Guru go super aggressive there, Malte?
Yes, we can do it.
Go.
Oh, Milos lost
I have full clip. I can peek and try to shoot
Would
the
someone
A5.
spot this before me or do I spot if the Badget would come closer? Go over.
I will spot.
E5. Spot
I will spot when they leave the ridge.
Okay, spotted Muka rotating.
They need to. do
Should we just
something.
set Nexus on this butt? Come
It's
on.
not that bad.
On this E5.
We
They
could
totally
now.
fine.
Yes, we could
Okay,
now.
I can help you next.
Wait, I have to reload.
But they are grouping, they will push this. That's the only move.
Here.
Hurry up with the room. Hurry up with the
Gonna
room.
go back to church.
Yeah,
then
go
if
with
they
the
do
rules
that.
super aggressively.
Cut with K6 and start shooting them in the ass so they perish.
Yes, you will have shots. Yes. Dawaj. Cover me.
They're coming.
Okay. It's good.
Okay, I spotted them. They know I'm here.
Spotted me. Shot 3 total.
But ich kann crossen. Nice.
Nice.
I have
Really good play.
That's all spotted, right?
I can cap from the other
line
side
is
if you wanna leave.
We have
them
the
for
gap.
the
They need to push.
I can cap from the other side. Hello, they can decap.
Nexus to left side.
I'm on Muka, I'm on Muka.
One Badget's on top here. I can go in front.
Nice. Double the cap.
Double the cap.
I can rip it. I got tissue. I found
I have reload.
Nexus, give us this prevent.
No. Go back. We shoot him now.
Go back, kill him.
Kill him.
I 7 up. No time. He can't come. Just cap.
I got that.
Nice.
I got that 7. I got that 7.
Kazna Kru, Mojo, that was yeah, good.
Idemo. Well, Kazna really played tactically well here. You could see from the start they had a game plan when they pushed 1-1-3 there in a corner. Stefan played that position brilliantly, and it's really nice when you can hear a comm like this and you can see actually what is the goal behind every move. They were clearing the map step by step, gradually moving Utopia backwards, pressuring them with the cap, catching every rotation in advance. So that's why I said like Kazna actually played Murovanka lately much better than Utopia. Utopia will have to actually work hard now as attacker.
Papa, making a little bit of a mistake there, fair to say.
It was actually an order that came, I think, from Utopia because they had several mediums behind him. They wanted to do
Not
rotation.
close enough.
Yeah, they were not close enough, so he was caught. He got killed by 2 guys, more or less.
Nexus and Vetso.
Yes, and Vetso actually playing a tier 8 here. That's not something we often see. It was usually Isne, but Isne is not playing today. Durs is never playing tier 8s, so Vetso is doing the job.
Indeed, and Haiba on the heavy tank, Vetso on the tier 8. What do you think of this?
I would say it's actually good because Vetso is not the best of heavy tank players. I think fast tanks are better for him. So this is a good combo for them because Haiba can easily play on tier 10 tank and still give info and heads up to his team what to do. While on light tank it's really hard, you need to focus a lot. I really don't know how Coris does. I mean, with 0 damage it's easy, but if you actually need to play and survive, it's hard.
See Stefan and Ilian. Finally Ilian.
And Nexus made, like, when those 3 are doing the damage, Kazna wins. It's pretty easy to say that, Captain Obvious. So very tactical game here by Kazna. Utopia didn't show anything much here, but also recently in the later part of the season we noticed all that Murovanka, from being highly defensive map, is actually turning different because most of the teams actually realized how to break the cap.
Indeed. But then Forbidden and Papa, Forbidden really not having a good game here.
Well, this was not the best of the play they had. That E5 was actually the high focus of Kazna, as you could see. Deeble, he had to play that position to decap,
Yeah,
but Kazna had planned for that. And Stefan was the main part of it. And he really played it well. I mean, he did a lot of shots from that position.
Yeah, Stefan in the 1-1-3 on those houses, very well done by him. Kind of fell to pieces for Utopia after Papapavian died. I mean, after that they tried with Diablo and then they wanted to rotate, but they were always spotted. No matter where they went, they were always spotted.
Kazna was reading those rotations very well. It looks like they were really prepared for this.
T32 making its reappearance once more.
Wow. Okay, I mean, this tank is more or less sacrificial lamp here. But he will be used in a red line position because of a good cooldown, and you can throw it away, let's be honest. Like here, Utopia lost Deeble. He was an anchor from that position, so it's much cheaper if you rotate with the rest of the team to just throw it as 32 instead of some E5.
Indeed, and Utopia is going to have a hard time attacking here. They are going for a very mobile setup with 1 E5, allowing them to either thing. Kazna down still 1-2, but they could bring it all even here.
But this lineup of Utopia really shows they want to play the upper part of the map. You can see it because they would need a lower profile heavy if they wanted to play down. E5 will try to gradually approach and maybe either play the game like Haiba, or he will just go along the 3 lines slowly and try to proxy them. But by this play, it looks like a pressure on a 1 cap.
Indeed, a lot of pressure coming in here already. Mojo, 5 bad shots here around the 1-2 line. Hunter Sword gets behind the houses, and just for everybody, let's listen in to what Utopia has to say.
Jeśli to ja tu jeden postaram się baty trochę pofarmić.
się wychylą, to na fokus.
Oni się na mnie patrzą.
Heavik pierwszy wyjedzie.
O, Hunter!
Co?
Patrzymy się tutaj, o, jak
Tak,
wyjeżdżali
tak,
na pierwszy
tak.
raz.
Jedzie heavy.
Heavik podjeżdża. Uciekamy?
No. Nie.
3-2 i Heavik będą zbijać zaraz.
Chodźmy, uciekamy.
Uciekamy, nie bo.
Hunter, dawaj, pikujemy
Ja to
to.
przegram.
TVP-ka, po
Ja to
TVP-ka.
przegram.
Musicie tam, Stefana musimy zajebać.
Przegram.
Nie wygramy.
Dawaj. Jeden tu musi po tego.
Jadą baty,
Jeden po tego.
Masz pestki? Dawaj Urala, Hunter!
Diab, uważaj.
Urala,
Dobiję,
Hunter!
dobiję,
Zasłon diabła, zasłon
dobiję.
diabła.
Ładuję.
Masz pestki, nie masz pestki.
Nie, już.
Nexusa
Kończył
Dobij Nexusa, dobij Nexusa.
Skończ 40
Zagnisztek.
Jadę.
Nice. Dobity, uciekaj.
Ej, spokojnie, spokojnie.
Hewik się wystrzela.
Co
Nie,
ty
jedną ma, jedną.
Dobra, dawaj
Uciekam,
teraz.
uciekam, bo...
Tu,
Jeden
uwaga,
szalony.
jeden,
TVP ma magazynek,
Hewik
TVP
ma
ma
jedną,
magazynek.
Hewik ma jedną,
Jedną,
Hewik ma jedną.
dwie.
Nie.
Ja robię TVP-ka.
No rób.
Ładuję.
Hunter, chowaj się. Tu szybko, podjazd, tutaj, to.
Łap tego TVP.
Pawian,
TVP
ty
ma.
uciekaj,
Ja mam
Pawian,
20
uciekaj.
sekund, uciekam.
Ale uciekaj, bo zaraz Ilien ci wpakuje pest.
Miłosz, nie na siłę, co ty
Nie na
robisz?
siłę, nie.
Co ty robisz, no? Miłosz.
Spota
Co
mam.
ty miłosz, kurde.
Co ty
Kurwa
robisz?
mać.
No. Po co ty wyjechałeś tak na ten?
Hewik się wystrzela.
Ewik się wystrzelał, no niech Miłosz go robi. A TVP zaraz. Tutaj
Ty-
cover na tego.
Tak,
bo
tutaj
TVP
Pawian
wyjedzie.
gdzieś, a tutaj musi ten Forbi stąd crossować.
To nie ma tego.
Damy radę tylko w TVP-ka? Tu skrócić, aby TVP-ka zajebać.
No co skrócisz, jak tu jest full heavy? I tak dobrze już robię.
Pawian, musisz dawać covera tutaj. Oni tu będą od tej strony wyjeżdżać, będą od tej strony pikować.
No ale to domek mogłeś zniszczyć chociaż, jak już jechał. Teraz to już za późno.
Co się stanie?
Oni od góry wyjadą, no TVP wyjedzie. No i przy dwójka i
Dwójka jedzie.
Nie zabił.
Dobra.
Heavy grass.
Dobra.
Raz. Niech mają.
Ja nie wiem co tam się stało, ty. Po co ty Miłosz gonisz
My
gościa
tu,
jak
my
tego?
tu z Hunterem dobrze było. Że mi się Roma by robił kreski po prostu w niego, to się wychyliłem.
wygraliście.
No,
No ale
co, ty
po
nie
co, jak
patrzysz,
on
nie
już
patrzysz,
znikł za tego?
Mojo, that was not the greatest there. It looked good, okay, for a second, but then when Miloš and the E5 kind of overplayed.
Well, they had to keep the pressure, but let's not forget, Kazna actually took for anchor T57 tank instead of an E5. What it gave them when they were pressured against a lot of mediums, that's a clip power. He can also bounce, not as much as E5, but in good position, it can really do a havoc of damage. And let's not forget, T32, the most neglected tank in this game, was actually the one of the winning tanks for Kazna because he was neglected all the time and he had a great cooldown. He is actually the tank that made Miloš pull back.
Yep.
He's E5. He's senior 2 tiers higher tank.
Kazna there. Good stuff. I mean, Muka got caught out by Stefan. Forbidden had to use, I think, 5 shells or 4 shots to kill him because they were missing on the move. That changed the game a little bit as well. But Fetzer was always full HP in the T57 heavy as well. Elin had a decent amount of HP. Only Miloš really had any HP for Utopia.
Well, there was a big rotation there from Kazna. It was a bit messy from both sides, yeah, for sure. And Kazna running away lost a lot of tanks there, but out of all that havoc and all that chaos, Kazna really ended up in a big profit because they had a couple of tanks on 100% HP, while Utopia had mainly all spotted tanks and only one of them had HP and he was far away.
Indeed, and both these teams winning their map 2-0. And again, Elian, where he wasn't there in the first 2 rounds and they lost, he is definitely there in the next.
But look at this, Vetso on 57, as we said, like really crucial tank for
But
this
Haiba.
map, and Haiba in tier 8.
Haiba and tier 8, the T32, 2k damage, that is very respectable for a T32.
For the tanks that you're expecting, that's just a decapping tool and maybe occasionally to throw him away to waste some HP and shells from the enemy. Yeah, this is a brilliant game.
Brilliant game indeed. Diablo there only getting 2 shots with Eurofish and Nexus. Nexus really not having the game of his life here.
Oh, neither is Fishy, honestly, here, but that's the price of the game. I mean, let's face it, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I mean, Fantasy League is nice, but all that matters at the end of the day is winning a game.
Fantasy League is live here. Stefan picks up Muka. And then the amateur was pretty even here, but Diablo got caught out at this point. He goes down. If he survives, it's different here. Forbidden needs to use so many shells to kill Stefan. And after that, Hunterzord goes down here to his Haiba. Then Miloš kind of overplays. Gets Samurai, goes down to 600. Papa goes down. Elian picks up the kill. Could have gone differently.
Yes, but still, when everything cleared out, what they were left behind was a T57, a fast reloader, and a TVP against stretched out tank.
Mojo, double mouse on the Rurenberg attack. Hellraisers, is this you?
Mouse! Wow, that will be a fast push. Well, we've seen this before on Russian finals. They've used those double mouses as bait and push force from the lower part of the city. We will see, is Utopia planning something same or just using them as a mind game, maybe to lure Kazna to go that way while they're doing something else?
Well, Mojo, who's going to take the advantage here? Let's find out as we move into our third map. It is going to be Roomberg. So Mojo, Kazna Kru against Utopia. The score currently 2-2 here. Utopia is going to be attacking Kazna Kru on the defense. And it looks like for now they are moving down the middle and the mouses are following them.
Well, Papapavian is doing kind of a spot there, but this is not really a deep spot. I don't understand what he's trying to achieve here because those mouses are just aiming. Everyone is just aiming down the middle like they're expecting someone from Kazna to cross there, but why would they do it? I mean, Haiba is the only guy who even needs to spot anything from Kazna. He went really aggressive down. He was trying to cover the zero line and he realized really soon that they're not coming that way. Haiba now is protecting these guys because he's watching the 5 line. He's actually now spotting is there is rotation down, and now Kazna knows that they're nowhere to be found.
Indeed, Elian taking a lot of damage already in his 1-1-3, so a good start here for Utopia. Haiba here just controlling the 6 line, knows that there is nothing there, so he knows that Utopia are still centered around the city. At least Elian took some damage now. These mouses, where can they really be used? Because they're now starting to drive south. They're going to be there in about 2 to 3 minutes, Mojo.
Well, this is not the approach that we would expect actually for Utopia. They're trying to play, well, slow game would be an understatement here with the mouses going 13 kilometers per hour, but they're really taking their sweet time. I mean, when we watch this tactic play in match between Hellraisers and Na'Vi, Hellraisers really dominated the lower part of the map together, and then the mouses approached. So they already made a huge impact. Like Kazna obviously watched the same match, and that's why they position tanks like this, and Haiba already cut off that part of the map, so they would know if there is any rotation from the mediums there.
Bihu here just trying to spot out Stefan if he can. Won't see him so far. Haiba gets spotted out. Miloš does as well, and the mouses, Mojo, they're almost in the battle. They're almost there. Look at them. Slow and steady wins the race.
Well, let's see, will they bounce enough of the shells, because that's what Utopia actually needs. But Kazna, let's see. They have 2 single shooters, so they can afford to shoot a lot. Elian and Fishy. But they are not in position to do it, actually. So it will be all about the Clippers.
Biko taking 2 shots already from Stefan here. Got caught out a little bit, down to 1,000 now. But at least they have HP to spare on the mouses.
Well, maybe they're just trying to use the mouses while they're trying to maybe provoke them and rotate from another side. Because mouses take quite a long time to kill if they push them, and they could pressure the 1 cap. But at the moment, Kazna is not taking the bait. They're just keeping Stefan back there, and he's doing a good job at protecting the northern cap.
The Seater is here pinging out onto the K6 position, signaling he got shot from there. We can see that there is a 1-1-3 down the zero line here for Kazna, and it is going to be Eurofish. Did get spotted, but this is a good hold for Kazna. They have a lot of map control. They know exactly where Utopia is going to go. The mouse now got spotted out by Haiba, who is on the side and can't really do anything about him right now.
Haiba is a crucial player now for Kazna because he's doing all the spotting, and we've seen a lot of tanks on that red line where Eurofishy is that can die easily if they overuse those bushes. So they don't want that. They want to keep him far behind so he can just snipe and do damage while not even getting spotted. Haiba, he will just do everything for them.
Yeah, Stefan here connecting 2 more shots. Already on a lot of damage here. 2 on the bat shot, 2 on the mouse. Still keeping control over the Nord. Stefan, one of their MVP players by far. You can see the pinging coming out from Kazna Kru. Diablo here pushing forwards to deal with Haiba. He has a house to cover him from most of the Kazna Kru lineup. And Haiba, don't think he'll be getting away from this one.
Well, he will mingle a bit and try to buy some time. I don't know, maybe he could even try and hug that Deeble mouse and make him like really work all the time. Oof. He's getting flanked by Muka. But that's actually an opening for Kazna because Kazna can do some extra damage now.
Indeed, that mouse from Diablo goes very low already, down to 400 HP. So good from Kazna Kru. Haiba even knocking out the engine shot here from Eurofish, not connecting. Now the northern push coming out. Milosh and Biku trying to cross, but Vetso is already in position. They're going to be losing one batcher before the fight even starts. Biku goes down. Milosh is the only one left here. He's getting shot by the 50B. Vetso and Stefan will probably just come and clean him up as they have the overmatch. Milosh takes the first. Vetso has one more available. He should take this one as well. Vetso lands it. Now Milosh is alone. He's in need of assistance. Down to a one-shot. And this is still not going good at all here for Utopia.
Stefan was in reload for a while now, but he went out of it now, so he finished him off. As we said, they tried that upper rotation while using mouses as a bait, but it's simply not enough. Yes, still they have high HP, but let's not forget, it's on 1390 and the mouse. Mouse not gonna really be a big participant of this fight.
No, indeed, as Muka takes another shot here by Thurs. Papapavi now pushing towards the 0 line. He's going to want to try and deal with Eurofish if he possibly can. Hunter Sword in the mouse, trying to do what he can in the open. Hits the shot onto Vetso, but he has to be careful for flanks coming out. Nexus peeks around the corner, lands the first in the 50B as Papapavian desperately trying to deal here with Eurofish in that 1-1-3. He's doing well so far, but he needs some help. There we go. Shot coming in from the team, and Papapavian will finish off Eurofish. So something going good for Utopia here. Hunter Sword still trying to hold out against Nexus, actually forces Nexus to go on reload. I mean, it's not over here. The HP is in favor of Utopia, but Forbidden is coming in with his TVP as well.
Oh, he might have just, at the moment, maybe sold the game. There is so many guns for Utopia now. Yes, they're on low HP, but they actually have an advantage now. That peeking from Durs, this may cost them this
And Papapavian has an angle on Nexus, does he not, from the 0 line all the way down?
Of course, and now Kazna is actually forced to push them in. From the really advantageous position, now they're ending up in a big problem.
Mouse gets spotted out here, Hunter Sword. Vetso will be trying to get the flank of him. Muka gets spotted. There we go. Papapavian comes in with the first shot. Second shot. That 1390 is paying dividend at this point. Vetso does kill Hunter Sword, but look at the damage Nexus is taking. Already 800 minus. Now Muka is repositioning because Vetso is coming closer here together with Stefan. Forbidden is trying to make the peaks here against that bad shot. Muka is coming to join him. Vetso need to kill that bad shot, mate. Stefan goes down. Nexus picks up Muka though. Vetso needs to land the shot. Bounces off Forbidden. This is not great. Diablo in the mouth should be able to get the shot here. Nexus does finish him off. And it's now a 2v2, but it is a mouse and a 1390 versus 250Bs.
That's not gonna end well for them. There is now great advantage for Kazna. That suicidal push by Utopia there, that's something I don't understand, as well as there's peeking on that corner.
No, indeed, Papapavian here will almost have reload available. Nexus is about 75% true. He should be okay. Papapavian might be able to get some shots in here, but Vetso will be off reload soon as well. And Nexus really just has too much HP. Diablo does get the shot though. Yeah, I have to be careful here, but Vetso will push forward. He actually gets struck. He gets ammo racked by Papapavian, but Papa can't peek as he is only a one-shot. Nexus and Vetso driving forward, bouncing off the mouse. One more shot will do the trick. Vetso picks it up. Just Papapavian standing with a dream. He gets shot in the back. Vetso picks it up, and it will be Kazna 3-2 here.
Well, that was a tight game, much tighter than I expected actually, because Utopia didn't play well enough, I would say, in that start as they should have. But they managed to come back in a game. I mean, there's almost handing them the game in that moment, but that suicidal push through the two buildings, that really kind of sealed their fate.
And the suicidal push in the north as well. Miloš and Biku trying to cross Vetso with the good timing there to go and help Stefan. And Biku didn't even make it across. And it was just Miloš against too much.
Too much. Kazna just handled this okay. I mean, it's still a Ruinberg and defense, so you always have to you have to resort to some kind of trickery. But important thing is here, Kazna actually knows how to take two games on Ruinberg. We've seen them play it last time, even when they were in dire situation and on a low HP. It was a very tactical game, something to watch for, and Utopia should really think carefully now what they're doing, because this is a moment where Kazna can actually leap off, no matter they're attacking her.
I don't understand why they wasted so much HP on Diablo when they could have just pushed the back shot in the position where Diablo went and killed him.
They were expected much more bounces, I guess, and they would use that to push, but it didn't happen. And Kazna closed them off with one light tank, so they had to commit a lot of resources to take him out.
Yeah, but one batch could have killed him by going where Diablo was.
Exactly. But Haiba went there much later. So
Nexus, Stefan, Vetso. Not bad, boys.
Nexus, Stefan and Vetso all about 3k here, but they're the last remaining players from Kazna in this matchup, so they had constant damage here. Same goes for Forbidden. Once Forbidden was out of the game, and lucky this Papa Pavian is their second damage dealer in 3090. When that happens, you know something is wrong.
And 3090 played really great with Diablo there as well, but Bihu
got removed before he actually entered the fight.
yeah, not that great. Papa, I mean, if Nexus didn't run away, could have been a lot worse there. Do you kind of feel like Forbidden perhaps should have pushed across as well towards the 0 line to do the damage? But this is like, if Muka just does this in the beginning of the round,
They're pretty hesitant because they didn't know how well is he covered, obviously. But this push here, I don't know. I mean, Kazna really expected it. They should have known it.
here he kills theirs. He has 2 more shots. Nah, he doesn't go for it.
Here, I don't understand this. Why would you try to push here? This is like probably the worst place where most of the Kazna guys can actually shoot. They just handing them over the tanks.
Yes, indeed. And then Papa tried to run, but can't get away from that. 3-2 here for Kazna. I still think Utopia, they can pick up this defense. Make it 3-3.
Yeah, but as I said, like Kazna lately played also Ruinberg, training it a lot, and in the last game they played, they really impressed me by the playstyle because they started horribly. They had 2,000 or 3,000 HP in deficit, and then they actually managed to turn the game around by really good individual plays, spotting, using the map mechanics and everything. This is something that usually you would see other way. Usually Kazna would have 2,000 or 3,000 HP advantage, they would just throw it away for free.
Diablo is so happy playing with the camera. Let's take a look at the lineups here. CDC, Mojo.
Wow, I hope he will have at least some shells.
No, he's pulling a Scarium.
You think, yeah, I have no ammo, they cannot wreck me.
Yeah, I was looking for Gohard at the media day, didn't find him.
So, wow. So Utopia here playing defense, semi-light here even. They have 2 budgets and TVP.
This might help to deal with that CDC. We've seen what it can do in that northern position, especially on the CIS region.
Yeah, it's really dangerous because on the Russian stream we've seen that attack. It's super hard to defend it. That's who didn't see it. We are talking about attack on 1 cap where you keep a CDC from the upper side of the buildings toward the bush line. So when he makes a position there, turns his turret, you park 1 tank behind, and it's super hard to decap it. Super hard, and you have to commit a lot of resources.
Indeed, and 3 bad shots to back that up. But TVP, Kazna Kru wouldn't really be able to deal with an A-line crossing, would they?
But it does look to me that they're actually trying to do that. I mean, we will see when the actual game comes, but having a TVP for Kazna, it tells me that they actually want to attack that upper side.
You think it could be a bait, perhaps? Bring the CDC, make Utopia think they're coming north, park him south on the 0 line to take the 0 line. We've seen that as well.
Yeah, but
it's older meta, but...
Yeah, but that can be dealt with. Let's face it, that can be dealt with. This is really hard to resist this kind of play, because if you play offensive enough, you can place the TVP and even maybe a budget with a small barrel. You can shoot a guy who is trying to approach and spot down and go in like that protective position. If they stay back and then don't try to take the lower positions, they cannot really decap.
Indeed, Mojo, and it looks like Kazna Kru, hi-fi is all around, getting ready to almost get underway. Now, Mojo, who do you think is going to pick up this round? I'm still going to stay with Utopia. We're going to go all even till tiebreaker.
I think that Kazna can actually pick this one up and make an advantage. I think they know how. It's just a question, does Utopia know how to pressure against this specific lineup? If they actually manage to take the Ruinberg, that will be the 4th game in a row.
All right, Mojo, 3-2 here, currently in favor of Kazna Kru, who are attacking Utopia on the defense, and it's Haiba playing the CDC, and he is going towards the north.
Yes, but as you said, they're actually doing it as a bait because the remainder of the team is playing the mind game and they're going from the south from the 2 line. So Stefan and Haiba doing the pressure from the upper side of the map, but it does look... Do they even want to get spotted there? Yeah, they're both spotted. and the rest of the guys are not yet. So they made them hesitate.
They realize Miloš already pinging out the south side. He knows there's something not right with the play from Kazna Kru. Already some damage. Oh, Bihu actually taking a ton of damage. 1.2 crossing through the 0 line. Well, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's a lot of pain, and this game is already going Kazna way, but it is not over. Still, Utopia is defending, and they have a lot ways how to deal with Kazna. Now the problem is, now Kazna can actually afford to just withdraw everyone and go back and back up Haiba and Stefan and start the cap from the dead side. And Utopia will already start on minus 1.2 KHP on one of the crucial tanks.
Indeed, they pop up in here in the same position as they did with
that
Haiba.
was a close one.
Yeah, Papa playing, playing with it. Miloš just get penned by Haiba? No, it was Stefan.
Stefan. It would be really too much.
It'd be funny.
It would be really too much.
See Miloš here. Whoa, big hit onto Papapavian from Vetso in that IS-7. He's taking some damage in return though.
Well, Papapavian is providing the spot there, so they are trying to see if there will be a significant cross by the Kazna forces. Vetso's being a bit careless there. I mean, he knows there are people in the corner and he's opening his engine area wide open.
Indeed, he has to be careful. That IS-7 is very prone to getting set on fire, taking a lot of module damage as well. And now Papa takes another shot. He needs to be careful. He actually goes down towards Elian. That was not good from Papapavian. Elian takes one shot in return, but losing the terrain was far more crucial.
This is what I've been saying. Ruinberg is a really tricky map that requires a lot of personal skill. Kazna has several players that are really good to handle on low areas if you give them time to think what to do, like Ilian, like Stefan and so on. So Nexus. So those guys can really turn the match around, and gradually Utopia at the moment is losing this game because they are very passive and they really don't know how to actually deal with Kazna, while still Kazna is doing damage and they still have a plan B there. CDC is still alive and he can do the pressure.
Elian got spotted to 1k damage already taken. He's not getting away with that a second time as he goes down to 408 HP. Now that was good from Utopia, and look how aggressive they've went already. Muka, Diablo, Forbidden, they're pushing forwards. Miloš is joining them as well. They're not about to let Elian get away from there.
They know they will not win any kind of prolonged game, so this is a correct and best choice Utopia can do. Really big mistake by Elian, but now they're in a crossfire from Kazna, and this is gonna be all-out shootout.
Yeah, Muka takes a lot already there, goes down to 129 HP, and the damage is being traded in return, but Nexus and Eurofish have a very advantageous position as Nexus picks up Bihu. So another kill going here in favor of Kazna Kru. Vetso here peeking. Muka lands the shot. Nice one. Vetso needs to back off now, gets around the corner. Stefan is still in that middle road. Haiba in the north. Miloš is completely locked down. Forbidden takes another shot from those bad shots, and they effectively have no way to deal with Nexus and Eurofish.
But look at this, there is 2000 HP difference here, and Haiba is pressuring the cap, so he's effectively dragging the Miloš out of the battle.
Diablo got double tracked there on the corner. Nexus peeks out, he picks it up. Diablo goes down, and what went from bad went to even worse here for Utopia. As Miloš, yes, he's pushing Haiba, but he needs more than this as his teammates are dying in the south.
Yes, but he had to deal with this danger, and this is a nice high roll, 497.
He shot a tree.
But still, mate.
Stefan comes in now, picks up Muka. Now next is Forbidden on the chopping board. Forbidden trading with Stefan. It's 3 against 4 here. Eurofish is taking some damage as well, but Hunter Sword, he's against 3 tanks here as Nexus and Eurofish are just pushing all of him. Forbidden now wants to make his last shot, doesn't connect it. Durs will come around the corner, finish him off. Hunter Sword next to fall, and then it will all be on Miloš as Hunter Sword goes down. Miloš picks up Vetso, but 4 tanks left standing. It's a little bit too much for Miloš.
You think Miloš cannot do it?
Nope.
We have faith in Miloš. Well, not that much, actually.
Utopia here making a lot of very crucial mistakes as Durs comes over with 3 more shots. Gonna need 2 more at least. Brahms, Miloš, 1 more to finish the job. That is it. Kazna Kru putting themselves 4-2 here over Utopia.
I want to hear it from you. Once.
What?
I was right, come on.
Every horse has its day.
Well, today's mine.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, Kazna really played strong Ruinberg lately. They obviously saw how faulty it was because they were avoiding it for the most of the season, and they didn't like to train it even. But they made really correct choices and good tactics, and this is the result.
Indeed, Mojo. 4-2. Let's send it over to Ryan to break this one down.
Thank you very much, Jordy and Mojo. Now, guys, what happened there? Utopia were looking good at the start, and then it all just kind of went to pieces there, Dead Zone.
Yeah, they wanted to make a move, even though they're defending. They wanted to make a move because they caught Alien out, and maybe they overextended a bit and just drove into Kazna's crossfire.
Now, when we were watching the tactics, we could see the CDC there at the start, and we were thinking to ourselves, oh, okay, it's going to be a North Cap. But it turned out it was a bait.
It was a bait. It was a really good bait. Like, first, when you see a CDC, you can tell that it's going to be used as a shield for like a heavy tank, for example. But yeah, it was a really well used bait. Like they baited everyone to kill Alien, I think. So they made a trap there, and at the same time the CDC was capping, so they had to commit a tier 10 to kill it.
Okay, so Kevin, talk us through the replay here.
We can see, the CDC capping in the north, keeping Milos busy, a whole tier 10 tank, and Utopia in the meantime, they have to make a move because Milos is out of the fight there, and that move just costed them the game as Stefan came from behind and just picked them apart together with the other autoloaders.
Seemed to be that no matter which way that Utopia moved, there was a Kazna gun just waiting to shoot them. We saw some couple of nice shots being traded back and forth, but I mean, certainly for me, I would have taken the bait. I would have saw an IS-7, I would have saw a CDC and thought to myself, oh, they're going to go North Cap, like we saw, for example, on the Russian finals, as we're talking about actually earlier on this map. But yeah, fair play to Kazna Kru. The tactic worked, and the crowd as well was starting to turn a little bit. A couple of applauds. You were laughing when I think Elaine did something. Just one guy on his own, really loud for Elaine. It was good.
Yeah, there's one big fan for Kazna, and then if Alien does something good, the crowd cheers. But for the rest, if Utopia does anything, the crowd goes wild.
Okay. Now, post-battle stats here. Dares 3-1-3-9, 22 shots, 2 kills. Vetzel coming next, actually in the IS-7 there.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You can see the damage. Malta, there's an ETH that was stuck there at the corner, waiting for Utopia to come at them.
Okay, now, would you expect more from the autoloaders here, Vala?
Yeah, obviously, Ruinberg is. Autoloaders are used on every map actually, so they're like they should be the main source of damage, and the single shooters like I7 and 114s are meant to take damage for the autoloaders.
I mean, the damage across the teams, for the players anyway, it's quite actually close. There's a lot of players hovering round about the 2,000 damage here, but pretty sure when we jump over to the next page, it's going to be pretty telling when we go and see it from 8 down to 14, and there you go, the fall-off is quite extreme. Papa Pau and Diabo, I mean, Papa Pau's in the T54 lightweight, but Diabo there in the 113, you kind of want more than that, wouldn't you, Kevin?
Yeah, he moved forward, on his own as one of the first tanks, as you said, to take damage. He did that, he took a lot of damage, he just died there without even being able to shoot any of the enemy tanks.
Okay, now going back to the maps we've saw so far, we've saw Prokhorovka, Muravanka, Ruinberg. We're going to be going on now to Steps, Cliff and Himmelsdorf. Now, Prokhorovka, Utopia's bogey map, they haven't played it pretty much all season, and then they go ahead and just win both rounds.
That was really surprising. I don't know how to back that up. I don't know what happened to Kazna there. I mean, kudos to Utopia.
Do you think perhaps Kazna were rocked a little bit from the support there for Utopia? I mean, the crowd were super loud at the start.
Yeah, they were stunned a bit. The first 2 rounds were over in a bit, and they lost it, and they were 0-2 down.
And then going into Muravanka, we thought that Utopia would be able to keep the momentum, that they'd be able to keep things going, and instead it's Kazna Kru that win the next 2 rounds.
They played it really smart in the first round when they were attacking, using their heavy tanks very well, taking map control away from Utopia and slowly chipping away the HP of Utopia and forcing them eventually to move in.
Okay, Muravanka, I mean, we heard them on comms as well. We had Mojo and Daki saying, Mojo was saying it's very good to listen to a team where they're talking about what they're going to do, then they go ahead and do it and complete it. Now, when you guys were playing Vala, was your comms as nice and calm as that, or was it completely different?
Depends on the opponent, of course, and on the overall morale of the team, or just what was going on on the map. But yeah, sometimes it was really calm, or sometimes it was like hell. But it happens to every team, I believe. A
bit chaotic, yeah. I was actually hoping for a bit of drama, a bit more hype. We did get it with Utopia. There was a couple of Polish words that I recommended. I understand they're being said. The audience picked up on it as well and enjoyed it. But yeah, sadly they went and lost Muravanka. That was back to 2-2. And then just there going into Runeberg, now Kazna again kind of stepping it up a gear. Now, Kevin, you're pretty much the only one here going yes, yes all the time, every time that Kazna were doing well. Do you think they're going to keep the momentum here now?
Well, that's the question, of course. Do they keep the momentum? Right now, we have a kind of a timeout for both teams, you know, to recuperate and regroup, focus ourselves again on the next round, and get ready for it.
Okay, now, Vala, your predictions now for the next map. We're going to go into steps. Who do you think is going to take this one?
Anyone could take it really. Like if you, I think the defensive side on steps is really like biased. So if you get both boosts, the northern boost and the eastern boost, like your defense, and if you play it well, not like Spoink for example, then I'm sorry, then you should have the defense secured.
So the key for taking that northern defense, if you get that boost, is not to spot until the cap starts, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Just sit there hidden, wait until like the cap is on like 70, 80 points, so you still have the time to move up and spot it. Because if you like push it too much, it's like 90, they can just join the cap with 200 tanks and it goes like from 10 seconds to like 3 seconds. So yeah, you just need to time it well and get the snipers ready, so and just decap easily, get a kill or two maybe.
Okay, so Kevin, your predictions for steps?
I expect it to be a 1-1. You know, steps defense.
Playing it safe.
Really favorite, yeah, playing it safe. But it's close between the two teams. You know, you saw Utopia taking the first 2 rounds quite clear, and then you saw Kazna coming back with 4 rounds in a row.
Certainly, I mean, it's a land situation, so it's always capable of teams taking matches and battles from each other, and some of these battles are coming right to the wire as well. It's very key moments, very key precise shots that are happening, and I mean, it can definitely go any way. Momentum is super strong. So we have the rest of this match still to go. As I said, the next 3 maps are going to be Steps, Cliff, Himmelsdorf. If it does go to tiebreaker, it's going to be Ghost Town. Now, we've had enough of me talking. Let's jump back and have a little conversation and see how they're doing with Daki and Mojo.
Well, we're still doing alright here. We're excited, waiting for the next round to happen. Thank you for breaking that down. I think I have to side with Dead Zone. Can you believe it? On this one, I'm still thinking a 1-1.
The sky is still up. We're alive. At least the roof.
Indeed, but Steps, I mean, I'm favoring it towards Utopia. If they pick up the first round, perhaps they can pick up the second, because in my opinion, they are a better Steps team than Kazna. They have played a lot better. They challenged Ding. They should have won at least 1 round against Ding. If you remember in the regular season, Double Amorak said no.
They played the Steps really well.
Yeah, they were really good on Steps.
But I still think Kazna is overall better team here, because in bulk of the battles they have like 63%, while Utopia has 53%, and that was specific 1 game against Ding that would seclude them from the rest, and the rest they didn't play that well. I mean, we had Papa Pavian doing the double shot, okay, that's fun, that's nice, but by trial and error and by rotations, I think Kazna is the better team here.
Perhaps. I wanted Dead Zone to say 2-0, so then, you know, because of all the interviews this season, then Utopia would win.
Yeah, I would never say it. Nope. No.
So Kazna Kru is attacking here on Steps and Utopia on defense. What do you think of these lineups, Mojo? Utopia, a big fan of the tier 9s.
Yeah, and Kazna of T62A, we've actually seen them use this several times here on Steps. So tier 9s also from Kazna, a big brawl coming in maybe.
A big brawl perhaps, Mojo says. Well, let's find out as we jump into our next map. It's going to be Steps. So Kazna Kru 4-2 here against Utopia. Utopia needs this round. They are defending, Kazna Kru attacking, and Mojo, if Utopia want to stay in this, they need to pick it up right here.
Well, as usual, we see team on attacking side doing really aggressive push toward one of the caps. You need to do that if you want to cut off the climbs. But Utopia is not waiting for anything. They are going straight there for the center. But Kazna has the Zernichter spotting there already, so they will know there is that kind of rotation coming in.
Already these 3 batches getting spotted out by Durst. He needs to run. These 113s might be able to get some shots onto him as he's running away. Ooh, the bounce coming out. Forbidden takes a shot though. They have to be careful. He gets tracked. Durst, he'll get around the corner just about. behind the rock. He's safe for now, but these 1-1-3s, they have to be careful. Forbidden took a shot, Muka as well. And now the middle is under control, but oh, he's in trouble here. He needs to run away even further as Papapavian was landing the shots on him. He's taking even more from Hunterzord. This is good. Another bounce coming off that tier 9 bat shot. It's made out of titanium at this point.
I mean, Durst bounced more shells in this game than he will ever in his life. So much misfortune here for Utopia. And now Muka is the one in trouble, actually.
Yeah, Muka taking a lot of damage here as well. Durst really should have went down there. A little bit of unluckiness for Utopia, it's fair to say. Ilian now letting off shots onto Milosh. He's taking already 2. He has to be careful in that 1-1-3 as well. Him and Forbidden pretty much locked down over there as Diablo and Biku. They're pushing across here. Haiba lets off a shot, doesn't connect this one. So Utopia taking control here of the south side of the map. Vetso has to be careful playing over there. He's trading 1-for-1 here. This is not ideal. He needs support.
This is not a good play here by Vetso. I think he should run away immediately, unless there is rotation coming in from the rest of the Kazna batches to catch off these from Utopia. He's gonna be in a deep trouble. And yeah, here you go, they're coming, but there is also remainder of the force from Utopia coming in. Everyone except the heavies will be in the fight here.
Well, these heavies need to move as well. Milosh and Forbidden, they need them there if they want to make any fight here. But Bihu now repositioning back. This is good. This is better from Utopia, adjusting to what's happening as Nexus gets there as well. Durst isn't able to connect the shot. He has to be careful because he is on 500 HP.
I think he already used all his lives, chips, whatever, and he should really pay attention when he's spotted now.
Indeed, Forbidden taking some more damage here as well. These 1-1-3s need to be careful as a lot of Kazna Kru tanks are moving over there. Bihu is there, but look at that. 6 tanks from Kazna Kru over there. Forbidden is getting peppered with shells from everywhere, taking even more damage, and they still didn't move out of that location. Forbidden down to 990, Milosh down to 1.5. Bihu here trying to make the shot, lands it onto Eurofish. Forbidden knocks out Stefan's gun as well. So the trades are okay here. Milosh repositioning as well. This is better from Utopia.
Yeah, but still, this is not good for them because now, from the really great start and advantage and surprise they had on Kazna, now they're allowing themselves to go in a prolonged game with a more experienced team, and they gave them a needed breather. So Kazna lost more or less nothing here. They even gained a lot from a desperate situation.
The timing here is going to be crucial as Kazna Kru is rotating back towards the north to 1-1-3s. Are they going to try and run away, or are they going to hold their position? Because if they try and move anywhere, I mean, they will get spotted. Milosh has to be careful. Ilian next to Stefan. Now moving towards the rails, they get spotted out. Forbidden here, he needs to go safe. Ilian might peek over to try and make the shot here, but Forbidden and Milosh, they should be alright for now.
Yeah, but Kazna, if they manage to find that Barchat on the upper line, that's gonna be a problem. He will not be able to run away. And he doesn't have really anyone covered here. There we go, Hunterzord. He's caught, he's spotted.
Hunterzord is spotted, gets hit already, minus 1.1. It's overstaying his welcome there in the tier 9 batshot. And now takes even more, gets struck, gets held. He should be going down here any second as he does. There's to pick it up, and a big overcommitment there from Hunterzord.
It was a dangerous play, and there was no one to actually back him up. He had no backup plan, no one to cover him. And now Nexus is coming in for this frontal position. It's a pivotal position because with top of his turret he will spot away and Muka will have to run away. So they will actually be able even to pressure those heavies. Now this is a big problem. Those 1-1-3s have to fall on the other side now, and Kazna can do all kind of pressure now.
This 1-1-3 is taking even more damage. Forbidden and Milosh being locked down this entire round pretty much. And another rotation coming out here from Papapavin, Bihu and Diablo. But Mojo, Vetso is on the mountain, and this rotation will get slaughtered by him.
Vetso already there waiting for quite a long time in that position. So Kazna was really not doubting for a second that they have enough tanks in the top to gain all the ground they need. So they left one to anchor themselves.
Ooh, he's in a bad position though. If he drives forward, he's going to get shot as well. Vetso a little bit caught out here. Not the best position. He takes even more. Vetso has to be careful on this mountain. Not ideal at all. Vetso, he should have been in a safe position, but instead he's now down to 221 HP.
It doesn't look like he took the best one because there is several places where you can be there with a medium, and he took probably the most risky one, and he didn't count on Papapavian. Papapavian's positions below is completely protected from the teammates of Kazna, and Vetso is more or less alone there against them when he is positioned like that. So now he's trying to survive one shot, but look at this, Stefan is already up.
Stefan, in the meantime, climbed his own little mountain, tries to make shots against Milosh and Forbidden, does not manage to connect them so far. Milosh here peeking against Ilian. Ilian tries to make the shot, does not connect it, but they have to deal with Eurofish, who is full HP and right on top of him.
Well, what Spoink is doing for Oops, Stefan is doing for Kazna. I mean, while the action was going on down, we even didn't see Stefan climb bump right in front of the noses of those 113s.
Indeed, Muka here has to be careful, as there is a lot of tanks from Kazna Kru moving towards that northern side. Slowly but surely they are starting to get the surround here on Utopia. They got Nexus across in the T62A, they're leaving Ilian and Vetso back, and now what does Utopia do?
This is a problem for Utopia because they're spread all over the place. They already know there is 2 or 3 mediums down, so Kazna can actually do a high pressure there. If they manage to take out Muka, those 113s will just be the next to fall because they have nowhere to go.
Ooh, Milosh takes another shot here, 383 coming in. Eurofish is taking some as well though, but the rotation from Kazna Kru got spotted out here. There's the potential here for Utopia to make a sort of play against it. They need to group up though against this, because they need all their tanks available. Muka here takes another shot. It's not ideal, but they need all their tanks in the vicinity if they want to deal with this Kazna Kru.
Well, shell by shell, these teams are exchanging. The HP is really close, number of tanks also, so details in this particular part of battles will resolve. Vetso is cut out from the fight, he cannot help anyone. Ilian is covering Fishy here, but so are Milosh and Forbidden is down. So this doesn't look well for Utopia.
Indeed it doesn't, as Milosh now has to fight with Eurofish, both of these not connecting their shots. But Utopia, they need to make a play now. They need to take down these bad shots from Kazna Kru if they want to have any claim on this round. Miku will be pushing forwards towards Durs. Diablo Papa Pavian close behind them, as Haiba will probably go deal with Milosh, and they were going to lose another 1-1-3 here as Nexus tries to run away. Milosh is getting pounced on. He will be going down, but they have the overmatch against Nexus at the same time. This is not the worst of trades here for Utopia. They take down Durs. They should be taking down Nexus as well. Papa Pavian gets tracked though. Haiba and Stefan are taking him down. Nexus will fall soon as well. Biku has one more shot available, doesn't actually connect it. So now he is on the run, he's on reload as well. Ilian coming in with 4 more shots, should be able to deal with at least Diablo. He lands the first, needs 2 more depending on the rolls. And Kazna Kru Mojo, they're going to be putting themselves 5-2.
Well, he is now like a cowboy and he is chasing those horses or whatever. I mean, once those clippers run out of the shells, there is absolutely nothing they can do, and they're the victims. Yes, Utopia made an advantage there while they had those shells in their drums, but once it ran out, the reload of Kazna came in effect, and we can see them falling apart like dominoes now.
As Vetso claims the last kill, it will be 5-2 here for Kazna Kru. And Mojo, Utopia gonna be kicking themselves about not killing theirs.
Yeah, for sure. There, I mean, I've never seen a budget bouncing
Yeah, he
so
should have
much.
died.
1 or 2 shells, but I don't know how much. I have to actually check. I think he bounced at least 4 minimum.
No. It was 2.
No, mate. There was like 2 phases of him running away, and he bounced several in each one of those.
We'll see. Prove me wrong, Mojo.
Non-penetration 3.
Okay, that's not 4 either. So
That's not 2 either.
yeah, but you're not right either. So whatever.
As long as you're happy, mate.
Exactly. I am. Kazna Kru 5-2 here, and Utopia. They kind of seemed stale after that initial opening, and they didn't kill theirs. They're kind of just all over the place.
Doesn't look like they're even like happy when you look at them now. They lost 5 games in a row, and they're being nervous now, for sure. All the pressure is on them. Kazna is now leading highly up. They're on steps. Now they will even go on defense. It's a role they know to play well.
Well, if Kazna pick up the next one, it will be match point for them. And I don't think Utopia want to let that happen just yet.
No, we expect them to fight till the end as usual. I mean, they are the fighting team. They didn't come here by chance.
This was a bad play from Hunterzord.
It was not needed to be there that deep. But these
He
guys
survived. They possibly could have won the round.
These guys were cut off completely there, and they had nowhere to go.
Milosh falls here, and then even if they got Nexus, I mean, they really needed to kill Nexus here, which they didn't. And then perhaps.
There was a lot of situations where they should have done something, but eventually they lost the round because of that. Kazna played better. They were actually caught off in the start, but they managed to return. Ilian, almost 4k damage. Nice.
Yeah, great stuff there by Ilian. Nexus soon to follow in that T68. Bichu, Stefan, Papa Pavern. Then Durs. I mean, if Durs dies in the first 10 seconds of the game, he does not do 1.7k damage.
Yeah, look at this. Fishy was alive for most of it and he did 180.
I'm just saying, like, if Durs dies where he's supposed to die, he doesn't do 1.7k damage. He doesn't do anything.
Yes, he did a lot of sniping there and probably most of his drum in that late push. While Vetso and Fishy, who actually had a lot of HP to play around, they didn't do absolutely anything in this game.
It's not looking good for Utopia. It's fair to say that.
Yeah, come on guys, cheer up. It's first offlines and you are still in the game.
Kazna Kru going with the Leopard 1. Well, we know where they're gonna put him.
Well, we've seen Haiba play it multiple times and they're usually just putting him above the 2 cap and he's usually there in combo together with RU251 so they can peek from 2 different angles. But Utopia has an Lorraine RT, we know who will play that one.
Yeah, Mojo indeed. But RT here for Utopia. What do you think they're going to be using that one for?
Well, I think they will have to place RT to dig out those boosts because in a start I don't think they're strong enough to just pressure because there are 2 object 140s by Kazna. They can still do the cover sniping and everything from the center. So if they send someone suicidal through the middle to spot that, that's not gonna work out. They can do the fast approach like Ding does from the lower side and aim with RT. That's also doable, but they need to take care of that RT so he doesn't get caught after that. But we know Papa plays RT well, so he's playing at the moment Lorraine. That tells us that Utopia does not have a fixed plan what they actually want to do. They took a fast RT so they can go left and right wherever they need.
1 or 2 shots from Papa could change the game.
If he takes out or damages heavily one of the guys that are boosted like Leopard or RU, that can really be a game changer here.
Well, Mojo, Utopia with it all to play for, and so does Kazna Kru. They want to put themselves in the finals against Ding, at least on match point for now if they win this one. With 5 seconds left, let's get into the game here. 5-2 for Kazna Kru against Utopia. Kazna on the defense, Utopia on the attack, and they need all the support they can get.
Well, let's see what is Kazna choosing to do now. Utopia is playing really aggressive toward the 1 cap actually. I think they are expecting that Leopard and RU will be up, but will Kazna actually do it or they're just doing some kind of a mind game? That's a different story.
It looks like it, at least. Not for now.
Well, Object 140 is going for that C0 position in cooldown.
There we go.
RU is actually in the center of the field, so he will not be boosted. It's only Leopard.
Stefan giving a little bit of help as Bichu here.
It's a nice boost by Kazna.
Nice. Indeed, but the way Utopia is playing, it will be neglectable.
Well, Utopia already covered their back here by boosting 1 budget on E1. So if they pressure on the upper part of the cap, at least they will have their backs covered.
Indeed. Now Miloš, the I7, is going forward, obviously, sending the heavy tank in first. But now, how does Kazna defend that number 1 base? Because I don't think Vetso can spot it from there.
It's really interesting and peculiar, but Vetso can spot a lot about the tanks that are trying to come on D-line and play a hold down from there, because once he spots from there, maybe he can spot the ridges on the other side, and they can then approach using the D-line to spot a D-cap. Because if anyone peeks, there is a lot of budgets there, they can get sniped. And Kazna knows it. And they have 2 object 140s. This is actually all part of a plan.
They're doing the Ding thing. They're doing the Ding climb here. You can see the bat shots lining up. Theirs with binos won't see them. They're out of his spotting range. That's also interesting to see. Forbidden, Muka, Diablo, Hunterzord going for it. Choo, 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 choo.
Let's see, does it work? How well did they check? Nope, not the first time. Well, Ding didn't do it either.
Nope, there's always the second time.
They have a lot of time. I mean, there is 8 minutes left for the game. Only Kazna will suspect something is going on because there is no one spotted yet. But still, they cannot really do anything about it. The way they chose to play is defensive, so they cannot really risk any high rotations.
Indeed, and Choo Choo Train Part 2. This is better. They're closer to each other. Better timed. Muka, he wants to get himself up there. Oh, no. Yes. No. Okay.
Very, very close. Better this time.
They're gonna try one more time. They have time for it. I mean, they're wasting some HP. Okay, maybe they're not trying one more time. They've given up.
I would actually, if I were them, I would do it once more.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I mean, maybe sometimes people are nervous because there is audience or whatever, but it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's all, if you manage to do your plan, that's all that matters.
There's here still with binos. Top of that ridge, Miloš gets spotted out. He's just going to be sitting safe for now. Gets his gun damaged. That's really annoying. In the I-7, you take no damage, but they knock out your gun.
Well, you can see he instantly repaired it.
I would instantly repair it. A lot of pinging going on. Shot from Papa Pavian. Not connecting.
Not many options here left now for Utopia since they refuse to play that way.
Miloš, the I-7 you see bounces twice off the turret of both these 140s, Eurofish and Helion. Vetso still here in the bushes. He does just about have draw range onto the capture circle. There we go. Batchat already getting spotted.
He actually does have a draw range there, so together with Durs, he's providing a great spot there. Hunterzord actually didn't pay the heavy price for that because there was barely anyone in that moment from Kazna aiming. But he had to abandon the cap. Now they're thinking, how did he get spotted? This is now what's going on through the Utopia mine.
Indeed. They don't seem aware that Vetso could be in those bushes in the rotation. Stefan and Nexus already towards the south. 4 minutes have gone by at this point, almost 4.5 actually. And how do they deal with it? Durs now does get spotted out, so that's something. They can push Durs away. He takes a shot, but they still need to deal with Vetso.
This is a good play by Kazna now because they have, if Utopia tries to push like they're pinging now, they still have Haiba up on a mountain. And Durs cannot get caught that easily because Haiba is spotting.
Diablo gets spotted driving into the cap as well. He's just driving through it. He gets spotted. He's on the move. He's going to keep going. Gets behind the house as well. Still trying to figure out where they got spotted from. Should realize that it's not those bushes. Although that bush what Vetso uses has never been used.
No, not at least here that we saw.
It wouldn't work against the T-Rate light. That's why they're doing it. It would not work against the T-Rate light.
But Utopia has nothing of a sort, so they're getting spotted. Because camo value of light would be too great for any of the Kazna players to spot him from these positions. But look at this, even Batchat has Binos plus rations here. Coffee.
Indeed, and they can't really send anybody to deal with that as, you know, they have Haiba in that boosted position. Like you said, Mojo, Muka is now going to move closer. Let's see how much damage they can do onto Durs, onto that Batchat. Durs now gets spotted out. No damage so far. Haiba also gets spotted out in the Leopard. Ooh, he has to be careful there as well.
He has to be careful that Papa Pavian doesn't really connect him. But this is a really slow game because Utopia does not really understand where are they getting spotted from. Now they will think probably that Durs is doing all the spotting.
Perhaps, but Hunterzord seems to have gotten in the cap without getting spotted. So there's something. Forbidden does get spotted out. Now they should kind of start being aware of what is the possibilities here for where Vetso could be. Cap now down to 47 seconds. Now Kazna has to have another plan, a plan B or C. Durs gets spotted out again. He can't sit there. Every time he does, RT will be aiming onto his position.
Well, the cap is going on and it's not going on really slow. There is a lot of crossfire coming in from Kazna, but they're missing by an inch all the time. And Haiba took a lot of damage on that mountain at the moment.
Indeed, Haiba trying to trade with Muka. Papa Pavian lets off a shot and he removes Haiba from the map. The one shot from Papa Pavian, that's what we want to see from him. Great stuff in that artillery.
We were talking how sick RT player he is, and there we go. Haiba felt it first glance here. Now Kazna actually pressed on with Nexus and Stefan here, but Utopia saw it, used it, and they're now counter-pushing to kill them.
Look at the damage Nexus has taken down to 41 HP. Now this is good from Utopia. This is solid stuff. And Papa Pavian does it again, the second shot.
Oh man, you are sick. Why are you doing that? Kazna still has the HP to play around, but the lack of the guns. Now the time is still going in Kazna's favor. It's not over. Utopia has actually to commit several tanks in the cap so they would make this work.
Indeed, but Kazna Kru is 2 tanks down at this point, 2 tier 10s. They have tanks to spare on the side of Utopia, and there's Papa Pavilion, the sniper and the artillery.
They still need to decap so they can throw Vetso to the walls, I guess, in one moment, but they better be sure to at least trade 1 tier 10 for him.
Indeed, Vetso will be moving towards the north now. He already gets spotted out now. That is very bad for Vetso, as they now know what area he is in, which is going to cost them a lot. Alien is starting to move towards the northern side of that little ridge there. Vetso, he has to be careful because now he's been spotted out. When he comes over, he'll be taking multiple shots because they saw where he went. He's now coming over. Miloš has binos. He's spotted again. Vetso has to be careful. Papa Pavilion is aiming onto Alien. Let's see. Papa, he shoots. Oh! Another big shot from Papa Pavilion. Not a one shot, but still nice damage. There comes Vetso. Now he needs to get in the RU251. They need to take him down. 1 minute 37 seconds left here. Diablo, Hunters, they are spotted. They need to make sure they survive this. Papa Pavilion is coming. Hero. Vetso, be careful here. He's getting rammed. He's getting held. Bihu will take him down, and Utopia, they should have enough time available to make this work.
I mean, with 3 guys, they can cap in 30 seconds, 30 plus. But Kazna is losing every possible way here because they're losing guns, they're losing positions. Everything is not going right for them. Stefan and Durs are trying to do some kind of rotation from the lower side of the map, but I don't think it will work.
Indeed, but look at this. Utopia, they're putting so many cap pressure. Papa Pavilion is shielding Diablo and Hunter's Sword. Bihu on the cap as well. This needs to happen. Bihu is going to go off the cap. They have enough time with these 3 guys. Miloš is pushing Eurofish and Alien. Bihu will be trying to take down Durs and Stefan by himself. And it's not over yet here for Kazna Kru. Miloš, he bounces onto Eurofish. There comes the spot. Now they need to deal with these guys capping. 15 seconds left. Papa Pavilion goes down. There's still enough time here. Stefan goes down. Durs goes down. It is onto the 140s now, and they can't shoot behind the wreck of Papa Pavilion. Utopia with 28 seconds left. They need to go in now. Eurofish, he can't do anything. He will be going down to Miloš here any second. Miloš picks up the kill. 1 tank left standing. Kazna Kru, they are going to go down in this round. Great stuff from Utopia. They will be bringing it 5-3 mojo with 5 seconds left on the cap.
Well, the key to the steps obviously was pretty simple one.
Whoa, it's been reset. They need Miloš to take him down now. They need Miloš to get the kill here. There's only 1 second left. Kazna, oh, the last second shot there from Miloš, saving the game. That got a little bit too close there.
It was a good play by Alien there. He checked him. He didn't choose to do damage there, so he knew the only hope is maybe for Miloš
Did
to
somebody
miss
peek
him.
from the cap? How did Alien reset?
I really don't know.
Somebody must have peeked from the cap.
That must have been it, because they were close to the edge. That would actually cost them the game.
Well, this round is done and dusted, and then like reset. Wait. And Miloš luckily had reloads.
But Papa Pavilion?
Papa, the master.
Brutal animal. What?
You can
by Arti.
You can see the sweat on Haiba's face. He's like, how? I wasn't even spotted.
Well, Papa Pavilion brought Utopia back to the game now, because if they lost this, a match point for Kazna, I think that would not be able to...
A round like this can tilt you though. Or losing a round like this, it can put you on tilt.
Pretty much.
Because Durs was a 3-shot, Stefan was a 2-shot, and neither of them even got to reset.
It was a rather bad game for Kazna. It looked like Utopia actually read them like the open hand, like open palm. And Papa Pavion's connections were really brutal, like they were not even fully aimed. I mean, some RNGs was on their side to repay for the last game, I guess. Because Durs should never have survived last game.
Bihu there, 3k damage, then Alien, and then Papa.
Papa in tier 8 Arti, 2.6k damage here. Really great game. Alien 43 shots fired. Yo, a lot of bloody firing went there.
Yeah, indeed, when they were on the cap, but there is a real issue. Haiba, Vetso, and Nexus again.
Nexus on 0 damage again. Wow, that's an unusual one. I also didn't like in that one moment how Vetso was approaching the spots. He was making them too obvious.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, he should have faked it, timed it really well, and then just go from one angle full speed. But he was trying to spot from one partial turret peak, and he was spotted every time, every single time. So while they had theirs spotting with Binos, it was really well for them. And Milos really saved them the game here together with Papa.
Milos. Somebody must have peeked from the cab. There's no way Alien had a shot.
No. There is. He was behind the hill, and he was really busy with Milos.
Well, Mojo, let's get into our next map. It's Cliff, Batchat, City all around, but Utopia bringing a heavy in an STB.
Well, it's Clive. And Utopia in attack, bringing 113 and STB. That is not something we see often, more like never. But Utopia really likes to experiment with those heavies.
Who knows? Maybe they've found the hidden meta.
Well, Kazna made it in attack with an IS-4. So, who knows? Maybe. STB is good once you manage to climb it up to the hill because of that cooldown.
Yeah.
So it's really useful tank for those
Especially against, against heavies, not really, but against bad shots with that APCR ammo, they're not going to go through that turret.
Yeah, and he can really pick out and shoot them endlessly. It's only the matter how they want to really utilize this 113, and we see that they took 2 tier 9 budgets, so this is all business. They want to fight, there is no spotting or whatever, they're just going to go for it.
Mojo, coming into Cliff, who would you give the advantage to?
I think this is 1-1 game.
1-1 game?
Yeah.
Well, that's in favor of Kazna Kru. Let's find out if you are correct, Mojo, as we move into our next map. It's going to be Cliff. Well, 5-3 here for Kazna Kru against Utopia. Kazna Kru defending Utopia on the attack. Let's see where they decide to put Milos in its 1-1-3, Mojo.
Well, it's Utopia pushing for that 1-2 line here. That's not something I would really expect. I guess they're using that 1-1-3 a bit as a bait, so they want to create a crossfire of a sort and then approach it with STB. But Kazna is playing stick-together team and they're going for the middle.
It's a trap here. Bihu, Diablo and Forbidden in the 1-2 line, trying to bait Haiba perhaps to come around the corner, and Kazna Kru playing very aggressive in the middle.
Interesting, but only Haiba is spotting down there because the remainder of the Kazna is not splitting away. They're trying to make their dominance and they're utilizing their speed because they know 1-1-3 cannot approach them unspotted if they don't allow, and especially same goes for STB.
Can if he does drive like this, he's on the downside, Mojo, he's not on the upper side.
Yeah, but they will still peak on the top of the hill sooner or later. And they have all the guys in the bushes on the centers.
Nice shot there from Papa onto Stefan.
Yeah, it's really good actually. So here we go. And Utopia is actually maybe making a right choice because I'm not sure Alien will have where to run if they go around like that.
Indeed. You can see Muka here just trying to spot out Milos. He will be making it into a safe position. Hunterjord gets spotted out by Alien. Has to be careful here as Alien gets the Jackson onto Hunterjord. Doesn't connect the second. Going on to the third shot here. Finally a connection coming out. And that is what is going to spring the trap here for Utopia. There we go. Bihu, Diablo, Forbidden. Now they're going. Alien, he is on reload. Let's listen to what Utopia have to say.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
Hunter, łap kąty.
Iliena, łapcie kąty na Iliena.
Traka ma!
Do kolejny jest.
Hunter!
Kolejny,
Stefan podjeżdża.
Stefana,
Widzę.
Forti, dawaj.
Jako dwie.
Ural! Kurwa, odbił nas.
Ej, a ten?
Dobiję.
Co z tym?
Dobra.
Dobiję. Uwaga, dobra, musimy tam cofać. Cofać, bo nie
Wypiął, spierdalać!
Uciekamy!
Uciekać, co jest?
Z tyłu. Uciekać.
Uciekać,
Bat z górki.
Ja jadę
W tą
po
stronę nie
Dwie.
ucieknę już.
3.
Dobra,
On nie
już
ma,
zatrzymałem.
on jest pusty, robimy teraz dół, bo...
Ja mam reload.
Przeładujcie się,
Tak, oni zapierdalają za wami. Dół, szef.
Przeładujcie się i jedziemy.
Uciekajcie i się chowajcie wszędzie.
Chować się za kamienie. Miłosz, dawaj.
Jadę. Oni się boją. Będą wracać.
Ja za kamień jadę.
Ręcznik.
Uważajcie stąd,
Ile macie
kurwa.
do reloadu?
Oni teraz torę puszczą.
No to dobrze, to wy teraz, ja zaraz to zaświecę.
I wy podjeżdżacie, musicie
Podjeżdżam,
batami podjeżdżać,
podjeżdżam.
bo oni torę puszczą.
Fabian niech zbierze więcej, nie?
Jadą,
Jedźcie szybko.
Nexusa!
Kurwa, nie wiem.
Pewne pestki.
Buka Nexusa.
Chodź!
Dobra, kończ.
Urala.
Góra!
Chowaj się! Puszon!
Ding.
Dawaj!
Kolejnego!
Kolejnego, Weko!
Ja ładuję.
Weko! Weko!
Bata.
Traga ma!
Fabian, Weko!
No trzeci!
Nice! Hyper, zajmijcie go!
Dobra,
Reload.
dobiję go.
Pierdalaj.
Dobijaj koło niego,
Chłopaka
jedziemy.
teraz, jechać!
Mamy,
Ja mam
mamy,
reload,
mamy
ja mam
to,
reload.
mamy to,
We can
mamy
kill
to.
both!
Ile on? Jest trzeci.
Nie wiem.
Uciekaj.
Ja
Uciekaj,
Jest nasz.
Dawać to! We can kill both!
Brawo!
He can't kill both indeed. As Utopia bring it 5-4, and that was really great stuff from them. Baiting Alien into a position. Alien firing on Hunter's Sword, not connecting except for one shot, and then the push around came and Kazna Kru had no ID, then pushing in Milosh first. That was great, really
Alien
great.
in the same position as Koritz was, and they took the bait. Utopia making a really nice trap. I guess that Papapavian's play on steps really gave them that adrenaline shot they needed. They are wide awake now. They took 2 games in a row in a really nice fashion. So we have a match back on. It's 5-4 now.
Mojo, I talked about tilt. If a round like that doesn't put a player on tilt, it can put a team in for sure.
Well, we will see now. Kazna has to attack. I would say they would do wise not to rush and to play cautiously now and try to just close the game in a timely fashion.
I like Utopia's reaction there, Mojo. They were very solid. I mean, they pushed in Milosh, they ignored Vetso completely. They realized he was not a point of interest at that point. They pushed in Milosh in the 1-1-3. Muka went behind a little rock, and then instantly they re-pushed 1-2 line. They didn't wait.
Well, when there is a need, Papapavian actually stepped up. Look at this. He's actually a top damage dealer on this map, which is dominated by the Clippers. But he did it in STB.
He did it in STB indeed. All around, this was really good from Utopia, and Alien is going to be kicking himself a lot after this one. I mean, Muka and Forbidden didn't do much here, but Muka held an important position behind that rock area in a crossfire, because otherwise if they killed Milosh, they could just turn around.
Oh, look at
Milosh as well.
Alien and Stefan.
Stefan got completely caught out on that corner as well.
This was not the best play here for Kazna. They got caught more or less same way as Ding did, right there. So we have a match on, something we were hoping for. And these guys, I don't know, maybe even a tiebreaker again.
Perhaps Biko here realizes that he is pretty much done for. And this is what separates a good team and a great team, where they instantly re-push 1-2 line when they realize Kazna is going to push up, and they get at least 1 kill, and then they just keep going and, you know, got in the game. Completely got in the game.
It's a normal choice because they had to keep the pressure on. They could never give a Kazna a breather. They could not allow them to run away. And especially since Kazna had to use part of their clips already, they knew it, so it was a correct time, and they used it. There's here the last dying guy.
Well,
they already said
not kill both. Oh, Milosh, he can't kill both.
Well,
if anybody wondering, it's what we mean. It's what Haiba screamed at the grand finals when they won against the Eclipse. He can't kill both.
Yeah. Well, Kazna here now has to think a bit. He has to get a breather and try to come back in the game by playing more cautiously actually now.
Well, let's see how much Papa can do in the T49, I guess.
That would be an interesting one.
Gonna have to find out much of these lineups. Nothing surprising here. Kazna Kru saying they like the T54 lightweight more than the RU251, but all around 2 standard lineups this round.
Yeah, there is no significant changes here. We always see a TVP for some backlag and sniping. It doesn't matter if it's attack or defense, and the remaining patches for mounting, climbing. So we will see what kind of approach will these teams use now. Usual one is to monitor the lower line with 49 while the other guys do the job of approaching and things like that. But we can always get surprised because the match is too tight for anyone to play it just standard.
Indeed, so let's get into it. Already 5-4 here for Kazna Kru, but Utopia could be bringing it all even here on our second round of Cliff. Kazna Kru attacking now, Utopia on the defense. And Mojo, what do you think?
Well, Kazna is pressuring from the hill, and this is an opening we've seen already today with the light tank going down, and I think Ding actually did exactly this today. This is exactly position where Positive was, and he did like 4k damage in this game, I think.
Indeed, Mojo. And let's listen to Kazna Kru and how they're gonna approach this round.
Sound resumed.
Doing spot, they're playing there,
Okay,
they're
we
playing
can
there,
climb.
it's good. They know it's there. Yeah. It's
Spotted me.
They're gonna climb now, huh? Hill. Yeah.
Fish, are
You're
you
moving
spotting
all
freelance?
there. I'm moving this position. Yeah, I am this position.
Going up with one.
Whatever. He's gonna climb
I'm
the
not
fucking
spotting
crowd.
this relief, the big.
He can't climb crown. Are we spotting fucking T49?
I am. 3 line spot if he picks.
Yeah, that's standard. Skoda, do you have shots? No. They're still the hole. They're still the hole. Fucking blind. Okay, he missed. One, two, three, four. One missing.
No, the fuck, he somehow spots me. Not spotting 3 at the moment. Spotted from hill getting wrecked.
Maybe I push this and you.
Dead free,
go from
dead
the
free,
hill because they shot.
free.
Okay, this is 3v3. 4v4, what the hell?
The 4 tanks up.
He hit me on blind.
Can we get some badges down and push free line?
I'm on reload. Skoda -2. Who spotted them? Who spotted this? Hybrid, was you?
Me.
Yeah, but he connected me on blind later on. Can you do one peek, Hyper? Okay.
Need to kind of leave this.
Yeah, right. Go back. Hyper run back.
You need to punish fish, we're speaking on fish.
I'm dead.
Pushing down.
Yeah, we are
Push
all
middle.
this.
What's sticking from that game?
I don't know. I'm going on the beach.
Shall we just try to push hill now?
Like
Go
we
there,
already
I'm
just-
reload.
I can try to help you. Probably the guys down on
I'm on
reload.
reload.
Need to push middle now, as long as they are down on reload. With a 9 shot. I finish. Next guy.
Hunter -2. Hunter -2. You can rape him, boys. Hunter -3.
Hunter
I got Hunter.
It's a reload fish.
Can somebody finish Hunter? Finish. Shot fish.
Lost like fucking 4k HP for nothing.
Yeah, what the fuck? How did we lose so much damage in the pick?
Don't suicide, mate.
But they were fucking down with 3 tanks. If we just fucking push 57 all together, like...
Still cliff death, I don't know.
Sound muted.
Well, Mojo, there we could see that was not ideal for Kazna. A lot of confusion on TeamSpeak as well. Vetso leaving that position.
That was not needed. We were just commenting here. Why would he do it? He looked really impatient, and this landslide
Took
several
1.2k damage after.
Yeah, he took it like he's getting red for a hill, but that was pretty obvious because they were there already for a while and they knew it. And this is not a good Kazna we would expect, because they're talking to each other, but I don't see a big plan behind this story.
It's they're talking to each other, but it doesn't seem like they're listening to each other, if you know what I mean. Because Vetso said, I'm leaving the position, and nobody even reacted to it, it seemed like. And then Nexus asked, Haiba, can you peek once against the T49? Can you peek once in the Tier 8 light against the T49?
Well, he did peek, and we saw the result of that.
Papa 800.
And pretty much like when Kurit died, the rest of the team just collided like dominoes because they had no spotting, no positions anymore. They were in crossfire
Even
everywhere.
with 3 tanks in the 1-2 line, they didn't win the hill at all. Utopia had firm control over that, especially after Vetsa go.
Utopia played it out really well.
Yep.
I mean, we saw the weakness if you have only 1 or 2 tanks spotting that lower line, but it looks like that number of 3 is more than enough because you are good enough to counter any kind of pushes, and still you have a really good crossfire with your team on the hill, so you can do enough damage if they are pressed. So this is a really nice tactical game by Utopia. Kazna not on a level on Cliff, not by a mile.
Cliff, hands down, Utopia miles ahead of Kazna Kru. I mean, the first round, that was smart, that was ingenious, nice bait, getting the overmatch. Second round, Kazna wasn't even really in the game. I mean, Nexus does a lot of damage here, but sacrificing Haiba for it was not worth it.
No, but this game was all about them. Now we will next see, I think, Himmelsdorf.
Yep.
Which is the most played map by both teams, and it will be the decider. I mean, Kazna played it really a lot here. 27, Utopia 34 times, but Utopia has only 50% win rate here compared to Kazna that he has 67. I mean, percentages don't say it all.
No, because
but Kazna
Utopia
did play it well lately.
Yes. Utopia not so much, but in the beginning of the season they were really good on it, but still, I think that will be a 1-1 map, if anything.
We will see, because Utopia in the start of the season on Himmelsdorf used to play it really brilliantly. They practically introduced the fast meta with 113s and Grille and 50Bs, but here you go. This is pretty much the moment where Kazna already fell apart here. Because yes, they had some tanks in the game, but the positions were already lost and they were not even focusing well.
Yeah, another thing about their TeamSpeak, it didn't seem like anybody had a concrete idea. It was just like Stefan asking, can we get some bats on the downside and spot the 3-line and rush the 3-line, and nobody even said anything.
There was no solution. You could see there is no solution. They were just reacting, you know, when they're probed, but they had no real idea how to finish this game in their favor, and they were well aware of it for a while there.
Indeed, and puts us all even, Mojo. We could be going to 2 tiebreakers in a row.
What a difference here on CIS region. When we were watching finals, they had in semifinals 2-7 to 1
it's good games though. It's good games.
It's good games, and this is what we want to see, of course.
It's what the crowd wants to see.
Well, I believe that the audience there is most likely on Utopia's side. I would not really doubt it.
Mojo, I'm not sure. Is the crowd in favor of Utopia, you think?
Are we in Poland?
We'll find that out later.
Well, 5-5. Lineups are here. Kazna playing really aggressive setup with 2 T10s. We've seen that played before. This is a courtyard rush, but Utopia should be well aware of it. They're just playing standard, and they have an IS-3 in attack.
IS-3? Okay. What are you gonna do with this one, Mojo?
Josef Stalin.
Break it down for me.
Josef Stalin, what's he gonna do on this map? In attack? I really have no idea. Maybe they will use him for spotting.
They're gonna pull on Iporash?
Well, they would have to be in defensive side to pull an Ipurash and spot the courtyard with him.
Well, let's find out if Utopia is going to be putting themselves on match point, or it's going to be Kazna Kru on our next map, Himmelsdorf. Kazna Kru against Utopia, 5-5 here. It's been going back and forwards, but it's all even at this point, as Kazna Kru are first to defend Utopia on the offense.
Well, Utopia is playing more or less stick-together team with only Grille going up on the hill. That's pretty much standard so far. They will probably try to immediately spot the courtyard and see are those T10s trying to reach them. But Kazna is playing aggressive rail, so they're gonna try to cut off that part of the battlefield and then play the rest. We've seen them already leave Vetso here before in other tanks before, but he was usually left here on 5 line to deal with spotting and to play an anchor from that side. Nexus already noticed there is no one pressing the lower side, but they're all spotted. 8 line push, and there is rotation coming in.
Already the rotation here. Hunter Sword and Biku are going to be starting that cap. It's a quick cap, or at least a bait. Vetso has to be careful. He gets tracked on the corner. He needs to get back out. Hunter Sword takes 2 for his trouble though. So Vetso is okay for now. He needs help from Kazna Kru. That could have gone a lot worse.
Wow, that was actually really bad. Why did he peek with the front wheel? There was a high chance actually that if he repaired millisecond before, he would just stay there dead for sure. But Kazna is doing the rotation now. Utopia tanks are already in position. Bihu and Hunter Sword can run away at any second here.
Bihu and Hunter Sword are both on reload. They will have 5 shells available by the time the fight starts. But look at that. Nexus, he's moving down the 8 line. Hunter Sword and Bihu, they're coming off. They've spotted Nexus. Nexus is now coming behind the Diablo. But that's only an IS-3. Is it really worth it? The clip of a Batchat as now Milosh is pushing forwards. He can just cross over. Nexus is now getting shot. He needs to back off into the window. Papa Pavian crosses over as well. He takes a lot of damage for that. Hunter Sword the next in his Batchat. Nexus is still completely stuck in that. Ilian will back out with his 50B. And Utopia for now is taking a lot of damage here. They're completely getting outtraded by Kazna Kru at this point. They need to be careful.
Utopia did a good rotation, but Kazna read them like an open book. There was too many tanks committed there, and Nexus actually survived. The guy has 20 lives, not 9, because he managed to run away from entire Utopia team from a really, really bad spot, while his team was doing all kinds of damage. And now Utopia is actually here on down foot.
Indeed, Vetso here taking another shot. Has to be careful. Milosh is trying to clip onto them. He is down to 506 HP. He does take down the first tank. He's now going to cross over towards Eurofish as Muka is getting pushed on by Ilian. Ilian picks him up, and still, it is close here. Durs, he's on fire. He's burning down in his 50B. That's not ideal either. Stefan goes down towards Papa Pavian, and Utopia, they're kind of making it work here. They're down in HP, but they still have the potential here.
Oof, that was a close one here. If that connection fell, that would really be... There is another guy connecting him.
He would be dead.
Yeah, he would be dead now. But still, this is a close game, but Kazna does have an advantage here because they are defending and they managed to fend off Utopia. Forbidden is down now. That's a really important move.
Indeed, it is really important. Bihu did get spotted out over there. Durs is down to a one-shot now as well. Papa Pyron is holding this courtyard, but Eurofish and Haiba have the HP here. Let's see what Utopia is planning here. You can see them pinging in the courtyard. Bihu is now going around. He has to be careful though. With 2 shots available. Can he pick up Durs? Ilian gets spotted out.
Actually, Durs is actually waiting for that. He's waiting for someone to go from that side. There is nothing else he would do there. But he's on 1 shot, so he would better do it really careful. Ooh, Ilian is spotted here, so they know he's coming from the upper side.
Ooh, Ilian does not expect it. He lands the first and Bihu does not. That bounces off. Unlucky there. Ilian gets the shot in return. Not ideal. Bihu takes another one by Durs on the crossing. This is not what Utopia was hoping for, as Papa Pavian is still in a dire situation there in the courtyard.
Papa Pavian is the only guy left in Utopia that's not potentially the 1-shot, and he is constantly proxy spotted and stuck. He can really not go anywhere, while Kazna can choose how to rotate now.
Hunter Sword kind of just driving into the courtyard and goes down. Milosh soon to follow. Utopia is not going to be bringing themselves onto match point. It will be Kazna Kru, Eurofish and Haiba now going for the push here. They want to take down Papa Pavian and then just make it Bihu alone. As Haiba picks him up, it will just be Bihu standing, and Kazna Kru, after all, they prevail and they will put themselves on match point.
Well, Kazna played it out really well here. You must hand it out to them. They were reading the moves of Utopia perfectly, pre-aimed. So much damage came to that corner, that D8 corner. That is something that Utopia will remember for a while now, because that's the place where they lost this game.
It is that push across the 8 line, not ideal, as Bihu does pick up theirs, but 4 tanks left standing. If a miracle happens, he'll be able to kill all of them. Ilian misses his shots, so does Bihu. One more shot will put Kazna Kru on match point, and he is getting surrounded. They're coming in. Ilian, nope, Nexus picks it up. 6-5 for Kazna.
So we have Kazna now on the match point. Utopia has to chase the result, so they would actually go on Ghost Town on the tiebreaker. We will see how will this fare. So far the games were tight and there is still chance.
Could have gotten a lot worse there for Vetso in his T10.
That was not a good pick. That was not something skillful, not something we need to see on the matches like this. He was very lucky not to stay there.
Indeed, and then afterwards that 8-line push, Nexus getting himself safe in those windows. Perhaps if one of the Bachelots just pushed him, it would have worked out better than trying to cross over.
But Vetso, Nexus ran away immediately to the courtyard and stayed there to proxy them.
I mean, when he first pushed the IS-3, one
Yes,
of the
when he
Bachelors
pushed
just pushed in the window and killed him.
I don't think they were expecting he's dead alone here. They were probably expecting there is a 50p behind him, somewhere on the 8 line, which of course we as spectators know there was no one there. We knew that most of the Kazna was aiming down the 8 line, and they just pushed, hoping they will just cross over, catch him for free, maybe do some free shots on courtyard, but it eventually ended up completely different. And Utopia got shreked. Ilian really doing finally a good game, because he spent a lot of time down on the bottom today.
Indeed, but he carried them towards match point, Mojo. So what matters at this point, Eurofish following up Bihu there. I mean, if Bihu penetrates the shot against Ilian, he probably kills him.
Probably, and it could be a different kind of game, and Hunter Zord pushing like that, it was not really needed. And several other moves. There was a cascade of mistakes here done by Utopia in this single game, but now they will have a chance. They still have a chance because they are defending.
Here Miloš made a great clip. While at the same time Muka was getting pushed already. Crossing over. Muka here had a lot of HP on that grill. If he could have stayed alive a little bit longer.
And there was no way he was out of the fight. If he stays up somewhere, he would be out of the fight. When he came closer, they made sure he will not shoot them in their backs.
This is the final kill here of the round. Nexus claims it. Now Mojo, do you believe they're gonna go for another tiebreaker?
No.
Whoa! Wow.
You asked me for my opinion, mate, and I'm kind of brutal in it. I think actually Kazna will take this one. I know everyone here would like to see Utopia go for a tiebreaker, but I think Himmelsdorf is a map for Kazna.
Well, I think Utopia can still do it. Possible final round here, Mojo. A very light lineup by both these teams, really.
And look at this again. Ice3 played again. They will have to explain us why are they using that much. I mean, in defense I can even understand, but in attack not so much. Sacrificial Lamb, yeah, maybe just for that. But fast lineups by both teams.
K-line push?
Possibly.
Possibly by Kazna? Do you think they dare to do it?
I don't know really with these two T10s. This looks like more something played around the courtyard with flanking maneuvers by 50Bs and stuff.
Well, Mojo, we're gonna have to find out as we jump into the possibly last round here. Kazna Kru attacking, Utopia defending. 6 tanks moving down.
Always you leave someone up, so if there is a pressure on a courtyard, you still have someone who can support you, but he can go down immediately if needed. You've seen it played by Ding in the last game. They had a Grilla up, and as soon as Ding got pushed, he went down and he was right there to do the damage. But interesting play here, Utopia pressuring toward the 8 line and boosting. Bihu is going up for a hill.
Indeed, and they are going to go for their courtyard control here, it seems like.
There is a lot of Kazna guys already waiting there. Look at this positioning here.
But look at it, Baba Pavin is going in the 3 line. Forbidden is in the D line. Now Kazna Kru has to be careful here.
IS3 managed to get here to the hold down position on G3. This is usually a spot you would see a light tank in for kind of pressure spotting and so on, but IS3 can perfectly look well. Now, the reason why he is playing like this at the moment is because he can't get connected from the hill, but when he angles this IS3, it's really hard.
If he hits that part where he's aiming for, he's going to pen.
Yeah, he will, but it's really hard shot. You know that. It's really RNG's based.
Indeed.
Nexus took actually a shot up on a hill.
Yeah, from Bihu there. Bihu now has the advantage. This is smart play from Bihu. He pretends he has shells and reloads.
It's a good play, but Nexus also knows he cannot really deal with him. The push would be suicidal.
Yeah, look at this relocation coming out now. 250Bs from Kazna Kru going up the hill. Stefan moving towards the 8 line as well. But there's still most of the Utopia tanks in position to deal with that.
The thing is that Kazna actually does not know where are Utopia tanks. That's the main issue here for them. That's the reason why they're hesitating so much to move anywhere, because they're not yet guessing. They think they're in upper part of the map based on Bihu's position, because Bachat is there too aggressive to be alone. But that can also be a trickery, because they have Papa Pavian in the other side of the battlefield.
The Diablo there. Just making sure, and Kazna Kru pulling back a hell of a lot of forces towards the hill. And look at this. Finally, a good read coming out from Utopia.
Let's see what will Kazna do, because in my eyes, they should have rotated to the rail. That's how I see it from this game, but they are trying to really put Forbidden here in dire situation, but instead what happened is that Nexus got connected more than once. There was like 2 shots in a row.
Hit by H3. From one of the 2 guys, hit him with H3.
Ice3 connected him, we saw that, but someone else...
Yeah. I know, but somebody hit him with H3 because you could hear it, the splash damage.
Yeah, I'm really wondering who. I don't see the...
Diablo was shooting H3, perhaps. If he was peeking in between the gap, he might have a shot, a small one. But this is good setup from Utopia here. Bihu will see them super early, and then the 50Bs will be in position, and so will Muka.
Well, Utopia is doing brilliant so far here. All the advantage they made.
Even more!
Almost 3000 HP chopped away from Kazna. That is a significant advantage for this map, because any final push here that would come by Kazna would have more or less 2 players already down. Fishy and Nexus, they will not be a significant part of this game anymore.
No, indeed. Fishy has to be careful. I mean, it's a nice 3, but he can hit those shots. He is Papa Pavian.
Papa proved that he really plays well. He really wants Utopia to win and to stay in this game, and he deserves it, man. He played like a beast last couple of the games.
Kazna Kru now making a rotation. Again, it seems like Stefan deciding to back off together with Durs. Ilian is going to go for Papa one-on-one. Papa one-on-one with Ilian. Let's see, Ilian gets the first. Papa connects his shot as well. Ilian now needs to go safe. Muka misses. He takes a shot from... Ooh, a bounce here with bad rolls. Okay, that's a good roll. He should be able to pick up Papa, but he goes down to 571 HP for that.
He took 1 shell more because he carelessly bounced that 1 shell on IS3. He would have like 300 to 400 HP more, but Muka now, he's spotting, is there any push there? Maybe he will even try to pressure to him.
Bihu is now going up the hill, but he has to be careful as there are 3 tanks from Kazna Kru waiting there for the possibility to make... Ooh, the timing here. Bihu is going to get caught out by these 50Bs from Kazna Kru. He spots them now. He needs to run away. Bihu, he needs to go. He needs to run. Luckily, he had his tank pointed in the right direction. He should be able to get out with taking minimal damage. Doesn't take any at all. As that track just hit, as that shot just hits the track, as Nexus now goes down to a 1-shot as well. Muka, he's pushing forwards. I think he's going to go and pick up Ilian.
Wow. Vetsu's gonna get wrecked here because Bihu has the full clip and Hunter is already covering. Muka got destroyed down by Ilian actually, and this is a big trade coming in now from the both teams.
That was a very big misplay there coming out from Muka. He wasted all of his HP and he went down towards Ilian. Now they have cap pressure. Miloš trying to take down Vetsu. He needs one more shot, picks it up. Utopia still in control, but bad plays from Muka might cost them. Now they need to go clean up high, but Stefan will be covering him and he has a lot of HP. Bihu is on reload. Diablo needs to be careful not to make an overextension here. There comes Durs against Bihu. Ooh, Kazna Kru, they might be able to do it back here. Bihu takes 2 shots, will take the third any second now. Durs picks it up, Bihu goes down, and it's not over just yet. Miloš here, he's gonna get shot in the back by Ilian. Miloš, he needs to go forward. Ilian is clipping him from behind. He has 2 more shots available. He's now getting shot by Nexus as well. Utopia, they're throwing it all to the pieces here. 3 tanks left standing. Kazna Kru, they're doing it, they're making it happen. Utopia, what is happening?
Kazna is doing a brilliant crossfire here, and they're approaching here like a pack of hyenas even, I would say. But still, it's doable. I mean, Deeble, he has enough HP to play around with.
Yeah, but look at this. Stefan tracks Forbidden. Can he get the finish? He can! 2 tanks left standing here for Utopia. Muka and the boys, what have you done? Kazna Kru, they want to put themselves in the finals here. 2 tanks left standing. It didn't seem possible. Durs is now pushing onto Diablo. He will be able to clip him. Hunter Sword against Stefan. He might be able to kill Stefan. He can! It's Kazna Kru that put themselves in the finals. What an unreal show from Utopia.
Wow, 3k HP advantage, positional advantage, everything in their favor. And you can hear the roar of Kazna players because they